got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back.
Cooling down some, but it feels pretty fucking warm.
I got the cash in the bag.
I don't care what anybody says. I kind of like that. What up, everybody? Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Is it warm enough for you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm done. When 80 degrees feels cool outside, yeah, that's enough.
Right.
Right from melting ice to 90 something. And the humidity's pretty high too.
Well, like I said to you the other day, spring was on a Thursday this year.
That cracked me up too. Yes, folks, we do actually talk to each other once in a while outside of the chat. Speaking of talking to people, First In, Dish Outdoors. What's up?
Hey, everybody. Good to be here.
Well, it's good to be you here. You ever done that awkward moment? Somebody say hi to you and you already got a preloaded reply and it comes out backwards. Allow myself to introduce myself.
Yeah. There was some guys in a truck one time and I went to say, have a good one, buddies, or whatever. And I was like, have good ones, buddy. Or something.
Awkward. Yeah, you just want to pull the shades down and go back to bed. Gerald B., what's up? Nice to see you. Mr. G. Trapper. Miss Gunpowder Beauty is in here with us.
Hi, y'all.
Trying to get used to the new icon. Just saying. Little Miss Susie Scott. I send her an invite. We'll see if she can make her phone figure it out. Make her phone work. Kind of hoop-de-doo. It'd be a first. And I don't have a clue how to do an iPhone, so sorry. Big Dog of the Leather Kind popping through. What's up, bro? Oh, he said it's about perfect down in Ohio. Speaking of Ohio, Wolverine, what's up, bro? On vacation?
I'm gonna switch over to my tablet.
Oh,
So let me
fuck,
get
I
out of here.
thought you were going trans there for a minute. You scared the shit out of me.
Oh, because
No,
you said
only-
switch over?
Although I would still love you, bro.
Let me jump out and jump back in. Hold on.
Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
That's what it's all about.
Mr. Stump Greenwood, what's up, bro?
Not much. Hey, y'all.
Are you I'm trying to help launch your rap career. So if anybody calls you, you know, just you can give me a little like agent fee or something.
I'm just sending them straight to you. I mean, let's face it, you're the whole creator, editor, the whole 9 yards. The only thing I contributed that night was generalized conversation. The rest of it is up to you and good timing with the editing.
It was kind of fun. Ohio's back. Are you hiding in the bathroom, sitting on the shitter? That sounded like a big O.
I said, no, I'm by the shitter.
I can hear the echo.
I'm in the little hallway when you first come in the door. Just a floating head.
Did you get your chair and drag it over?
Yeah, I got the little office chair, drug it over to the little area here.
Big Dog Leather calls Stump Mick Stumpin' stuff. Not bad. Gotta admit. I got a bunch of invites out. Apparently, Mikey DeLucia has no power. That's what I'm assuming, so I won't get mad at him because he no reply to the texts. So
Maybe he donated his phone to the fish again.
could be. There he is. Oh, you got a Scoochie chair. That's awesome. Handsome devil, you. Tell him, Gunpowder.
How you doing?
Don't make him choke on his
Yeah,
throat.
take that drink. Oh yeah.
Now lick your lips. Oh Lord. Multi Gunman, what's up? Nice to see you.
I didn't know Gunpowder had a grandpa fetish.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I've got an Ohio fetish. Didn't you know? I like them seasoned.
Seasoned. I like that.
I like them like my fries, seasoned. Or hot dog.
Well, I like my women like I like my coffee. Thrown in a burlap sack over the ass end of a donkey by Juan Valdez.
Cool, Gunman. You can hang out with us all night if you want to.
I was really hoping you were going to say strong and dangerous, but I don't think I'm going to fit in a burlap sack, and I sure as hell am not being thrown over a donkey.
I don't know if I could handle strong and dangerous. I'm old and frail now.
Would you fall down at the end of one of your speeches or something?
Old and frail? Mofo, you ain't much older than me, and I'm in the prime of my youth. You better get your head out your butt when saying words like that.
SKS Hugo, what's happening, bro? Nice to see you.
I think all he's getting at is his ceiling fan days might be over with, or at least very limited now.
Not unless that thing's got a 10-inch bolt holding it through a 4x4.
Flan! What's up, girl?
Yes, the amazing Canadian chick. What's going on, Miss Flan?
With the voice to die for.
No shit, right?
If it wasn't for giving up the guns, I just might move up there next door just so I could hear her in the window.
We got to convince her to do like a singing career or something, dude.
Right?
I got to test this chair out and see how far I can lean back before I fall out.
Dude, be careful doing that shit. I've done that before when I was not quite sober and it ends poorly.
I don't know. It'd be pretty good video. A couple of big feet sticking up in the air.
Instead of calling him Ohio Wolverine, would have to call him Ohio Sasquatch.
Yeah. Flan says Florida's getting hit with hurricanes, flooding and shit. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder if that's tied into what's hitting Mike, all the storms up there. Or it could be pushing it, I suppose. Did I say I had a bunch of invites out?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. It's all yours, Dish. Take it away. What's the hot topic?
What's the hot topic?
Other than that topic.
Okay.
Pick a new one.
Can anybody else sit here and not look at Dish and think about that with her hair blowing? Like, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
It's so hot in here. It's not funny.
Dude.
All I think is the old timey like shampoo commercials and shit.
Yeah.
Slow mo.
Yeah, that's,
Promo.
yeah, that's the commercial. The one chick from the used to be. She was in the movie The Woman in Red with Dudley Moore.
Oh, yeah.
She did the hair commercials, the shampoo. Like, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
You do, bitch.
I don't know. I found a Jessica Rabbit dress on Amazon. I'm thinking about sending Dish because, you know, I got.
Is that good? I'm glad it's her, not me.
We had a corset on my live stream. There would be no issues having the Jessica Rabbit costume.
Sounds like not a bad idea.
All right, let me go put it on.
I knew that.
Right, it's about
I was
time.
just going to say, I bet you $1 to a donut. If we had a race, Ohio would probably win. A contest. Who's the first?
We could have multiple contests as long as Gunpowder's got one too. Who can
Right.
get in it the fastest? Who can get out of it the fastest? Who looks better in it? You know, who's got more pizzazz when they got some on with it too?
Wait, you
Look,
just
she done bailed out wanting to get her damn fancy with all the spikes and shit on it. Damn it.
You know what? That's what we should play a game. We should see like somebody name something and just like see if somebody else has one somewhere. Like I'm in a hotel, so I'm like very limited. But we could like but who
I
knows?
bet you bring a special suitcase with your Star Wars shit in it. MCK, what's up? Hey, I seen you on a live the other night, you handsome devil. Dish. Just saying.
Did I miss out on seeing him?
You did. Nice looking bearded gentleman.
Nice.
Or maybe I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Sorry. No, he was over there Friday night at, help me out, MCK. Great live stream for reloaders and stuff. And man, they had a full panel, 10 people.
Nice.
Was it Chris from the sub? Have you ever watched Chris from 740?
No, but he may have been on it.
Okay.
Georgia Shooting Alliance,
Okay. Oh.
something like that.
Yeah. We all just subbed to him lately.
Yep. Uh-oh. She's back. What outfit we got?
Some yoga pants.
Some yoga pants.
No.
Works for me.
I do not wear breeches, okay? I wear yoga pants because they stretchy.
That was Mikey. He said he's not home yet.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He says he is coming though.
Oh, that's right. Susie's son just went down to Florida for a couple days. I hope he ain't going to where the hurricane's hitting. That would suck.
Oh, you know what? I did get something. I'm in Kentucky, so I had to get this. Hang on.
Probably got a Darth Vader helmet with a tooth missing. Just saying.
This stuff right here is a must when you're in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. They have that in Ohio, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's
Tastes better on the road.
not everywhere.
What was it? An ale?
Yeah, ale 8.
Hold
I've
on.
never seen the zero sugar, though.
All right, show it up again. Draft drink. So it's not a beer?
No, it's ginger ale.
Got you. Is it less potent than Verner's?
Well, the thing is, This is zero sugar, but the regular that I bought back in the day when I was younger is it's like Mountain Dew on steroids. Has so much caffeine in it.
I don't know if you want to make it public or not, but happy anniversary there, Ohio.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Engagement anniversary?
About 20 years ago, we got engaged this week.
Actually,
Cool.
it's kind of cool how it worked out.
I should probably marry her sometime, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You probably should. If you don't, I will.
Good choice, Gunpowder. I seen her in person.
All right, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna have
She's
to go off.
smoking hot.
I mean, I don't recall having ever seen her or anything, and I'm not asking to right now because I understand she's probably asleep, like you were saying.
I'll be
Dude,
back. Hold
She's
on.
been hanging out with you. She's got to be a cool chick.
She is.
She put up with him for that long. She's definitely got something.
Right on.
Oh, I talk crap and he jumps out. My bad.
42 years, huh? That's pretty cool, Flan.
No shit.
Hello, Flan. And hey, Uncle Cal.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, Uncle Kyle.
Yeah. And speaking of Josh, anybody that don't know, he is no longer chilling with Nurse Ratchet.
Nice.
They got moved and he's at the new joint.
Good.
That sounds like it'd be a fun meetup, MCK. Usually meet in Tennessee. The crew.
I tell you what, there's some awesome freaking music coming out of Tennessee right now.
Really?
Yeah. Some of the local boys down there have finally gotten popular to the point that even the radio is picking them up. And
Oh,
hell,
that's
Jelly Roll, they even put his ass on fucking Grand Ole Opry here not too long ago.
who?
Who?
Jelly Roll.
Oh my God, I love Jelly Roll.
Me and the wife been listening to him for a few years, and now all of a sudden he at the Grand Ole Opry, and goddamn it, everybody knows his fat ass.
Right? It's nice to see another guy clean himself up.
Yeah.
And survived.
Yep.
And the dude can sing. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
I just seen him on a podcast somewhere. I can't remember where it was.
It kind of drives me nuts though about his music because it never fails. I sit there and I'm in a calm, non-emotional state. I turn on a Jelly Roll song and it hits me in the fucking feels every time. And I'm like, I wasn't a crying, blubbering bitch a while ago, but now, oh my gosh, this song just, I can't.
Yeah, it don't just hit you, it sucker punches you and donkey kicks the fuck out of you.
Yes. Oh my God. But it's so good. I keep listening to it.
The sneak attack. Well,
Shit, I've got Save Me as my ringtone.
being a good storyteller is what makes you get the hits eventually. As long as the right person catches on.
Tell you what, him and his buddy Struggle, together and separate, they got some good music, and they got that little chick, Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
Her last name. That little big girl thing.
Flan wants a suggestion for a TV show.
We're talking about like on regular TV. We're talking about Netflix. We're talking about Amazon Prime. What kind of show are we talking about here?
Find some good, hot, super hot lesbian show so she'll get all like warm and cuddly and stuff.
I don't know. Like I have been against watching Stranger Things for the longest time. And then my son, he was like, Mom, I want to see Stranger Things. And I'm the type of mom, I'm not going to let him watch something unless I watch it with him. Just make sure, it's appropriate for my 8-year-old to watch. And I'm in like season 4 now. So much for, not being stuck in front of a TV.
Hey, our boy, what's up? Me and Susie watched a movie the other night. Something about getting dragged across the concrete or pavement, or what the fuck was that called? Ohio knows, damn it.
If you're in asset protection, that's called body surfing. You just ride them like a skateboard across concrete. It's pretty cool.
It had Mel Gibson in it, played a cop. Our Boyd says, don't forget Ryan Upchurch. And is that Wreck Baby?
You damn right. Upchurch he's coming a long way. He went through a lot of weird shit lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got some good songs too.
There's Ohio back.
I will very openly and honestly admit to listening to Rolling Stone while rolling down the road stoned as hell and enjoying the fuck out of it.
Hey, Ohio, what was that movie I watched the other night about getting dragged across the pavement or something?
Oh, Dragged Across the Concrete, Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. Great show.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I had to come down and sit in the car because fucking my son was throwing a hissy fit because I was still awake.
What, he needs some alone time or something?
I do. I do. I need.
Just smoke a doobie and relax.
I wish I could. When I came out to my car, though, somebody was. I could smell it when I came out here.
Yeah. That's a smell you smell everywhere now. It's so common. Back in the old days, hell, you'd get a whiff of skunk weed or something, and it was like a big deal.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what? I just noticed something. This car next to me is my wife's the one that parked the car, so I'm gonna have to repark this. Hold on.
I hope she don't look out the window. She's gonna think you're abandoning the whole family. What I do? Running down the hallway. It's either that extreme or the other one was like, etch.
Right. Then again, him and his other half are kind of like me and Tammy, who've been together for so long. It'd be like, well, I guess they're going to get breakfast.
Yeah. And I know they'll bring something back.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I am too, Flan. I love everything about it. I just don't like smoking it.
Oh, they've got all kind of different ways to use it now. From powder to capsules to oils you put in your coffee. A little different.
But you have no idea how my paranoid mind works.
Shoot, we got some CBD dog biscuits for the freaking tall ass fur missile. Calm her fucking psychotic ass down.
My Mastiff puppy, Mikey, yeah, he gets a little nugget a day just to keep him, kind of calm. He gets a little spastic without it.
Remember that on Saturday Night Live way back in the day, puppy uppers and doggy downers?
Oh, yeah.
That was hilarious. Back when Saturday Night Live was actually funny.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, it was.
I'll tell you what, they got two guys on there now that they do the weekly update when they're sitting at the desk or whatever, like the news. And one guy's black and one guy's white, and they write each other jokes.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, yeah, because the white guy's like, "You trying to get me killed?" He's like, "All right, DC Comics have decided to, replace such and such as Superman with a black actor playing the black Superman or whatever. From now on, his name is he's not going to be known as he's still going to be known as the Man of Steel." He's like, but it's spelled Steal. It's like, he's just like, oh fuck.
Our boy is saying hi, Stump and Gunpowder.
What's going on, boy?
Hey.
Yeah, right on, Flown, the original primetime players. And some of them they got right fresh off of SCTV.
Yeah. I used to like I think I liked SCTV better than Saturday Night Live. Because I was a big John Candy fan, and then you had
too.
Rick Moranis and what's his face did the great, what was it, the McKenzie brothers or whatever.
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah,
Great
Bob
White
and Doug
North.
McKenzie. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. That's back when Canada was funny. Oh, no offense.
Well, they still are, depending
Hoser.
on
Although I got to say that Bob and Doug McKenzie slanted America's view on how Canadians talk and this, that, and the other.
Oh, yeah, eh? Take off, eh, Hoser? But you know what? There are certain areas, you know, if you notice, there are certain Canadians from certain areas that do. I mean, I don't even think they know they're doing it, but they just be like, eh, like after like every other sentence or whatever, eh?
Yep, and it's all regional too. I watch a lot of Canadians on YouTube, and one side of the country speaks a certain way, and the other side of the country speak totally different.
I think Gun Geek's one of those guys that kind of says the A a lot afterwards, like, you know, without shooting the A and got this, you know, it's just so, and it just rolls off his tongue so fast, unless you're like listening for it and knowing, you know, you don't even realize it.
Well, it's like here, you know, some people say y'all.
Yeah, or you know,
y'all set.
The only people that say y'all in Texas is the people that were transplanted to that state. It is not a natural occurrence that happens there.
No, in New Orleans it wasn't. It was all y'all. All y'all ready to go?
It's like West Virginia. You know what a youngin is, right?
It's a baby.
Yeah, youngins.
Now I've heard Stump say that.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that one. But you know that whole you all and y'all thing. I guess I'm in a whole different part of the country because normally we just say, "Hey, you fuckers are ready or not?"
Well, I don't know. I hear y'all quite a bit with my family, y'all. Yeah.
I don't know. If I ever sat there and said, "You fuckers ready" to some of my family, I'd be missing a whole lot of teeth.
No, you don't do it to the old folks in the family. No. So then you say stuff like, "Hey, Granny, you ready to go?"
Right.
Shit, I'm 37 years old. If I sit there and don't say anything nice to my mama, she'll backhand me to this day.
Right on.
Or if I talk shit about her grandkids, good God, that woman's vicious. But I got the best payback. Okay, I gotta tell y'all this. You know those mom curses where they sit there and they're like, "I hope you have kids 10 times worse than you." Ha ha ha. She's gonna have them for 5 weeks. I reminded her, "Oh yeah, wasn't it funny when you sat there and said 10 times worse than me?" And she's like, "Yeah, it was." I was like, "Who's gonna have them for the next 5 weeks?" And she goes, "Oh shit." Yeah, Mama, you did that yourself. Bet you wish you hadn't said that now, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's a little off her rocker because she's not taking not one, not two, but she's taking all 3 of them. So y'all pray for my mama, y'all. Y'all pray for my mama.
Right on. Well,
2 redheads and a mini-me.
Herd immunity. Oh, and by the way, pistol braces are no longer legal again. And then there's a stay on it, so they are kind of, nobody's sure, but they keep acting like they're sure. Just saying.
Well, if you're a Gunners of America member, you're kind of immune from it right now because of the injunction.
Yeah, for members only. Let's divide some more. That's what we need.
Yeah, I don't know why these judges are doing this. You know, I guess it's a way to show that it's unconstitutional and it's wrong, but yet still like stay in the good graces of the Democratic donors. I guess I don't know.
Personally, I'm taking a new stance on all the bullshit. I'm moving up to my farm, and I will be locked and loaded 24/7. I know I purchase everything I own legally, and it is in my constitution, so I will not comply.
Amen.
I'm going to keep on voting to the person I think that represents me best, and pray to God that our Supreme Court makes the correct judgment. And I'm done with it after that.
Yep.
Until shit pulls in my driveway.
Well, I seen something today, or was it yesterday? Either last night or today, something, I'm not sure. But they're talking about how, because the date's over with, May 30th or whatever, or 31st has come and gone. And the hell was that? Okay. The date has come and gone, but they have like record numbers of non-compliance. They were expecting, all these people are just like, fuck you, I ain't filling out no paperwork, you ain't getting my fingerprint, you ain't,
Yeah. Well, the amnesty bullshit, the $200 bullshit went away on the 30th.
Yeah.
You had time to register or whatever before then, and very, very few people registered. Less than 1%, I believe.
Well, here's the thing. With that being, you can fill out the paperwork and register. But if they don't get it done in time, and it's like 12 weeks or whatever, if they don't approve you, it's an automatic decline. So then if you get an automatic decline, then they already know that you're in possession of a short barrel rifle because you've signed the paperwork for it and sent it to them, So now you're a felon in their eyes. So
all they need to do is come up with a comfortable cover for a tube that a handle will go, or a stock will slide right over somehow. And when you're not using it, you just take it off, and you're in compliance.
We shouldn't have to comply with anything. We should be allowed to own the fucking shit no matter what.
Yep.
And I mean, I don't know if I told you this before, but I might have. That I dealt with an ATF agent on some stuff at where I worked, and with some short barrel rifles, and they said, "Oh, we'd send them a letter, tell them to comply." And I'm like, "I know if they don't." I'm like, "Well, it's not really a gun issue. It's at that point it's a tax issue, and I can't talk about a tax issue with you." So it's all about the taxes and the money, man.
Yep. And I feel the same way now. Fuzzfork put up a very poignant video right after the Crazy Scotsman, or the Scottish American, put up his very poignant video. And Fuzzfork brought up that all the big NRA, gun lobbyists, GOA, they want to keep this shit all stirred up and going because they're making big bucks off it. They don't want a totally constitutional, they want all this bitching and trying to take shit away because
there would be no need for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the NRA is way too big just to give up and roll over. although they've gone down a lot. But so everybody's playing two sides. Even I told you last time I had a live a couple weeks ago, last week, I can't remember, that I was going around leaving a common comment on the big gun channels about we all need to have a powwow and decide who we're voting for, because the cheating bastards are going to win if we split our vote. And I feel that to my core. They're going to cheat better than they ever cheated before. So if we all don't overwhelm the voter box with one person, and we all don't get on the same page, we're going to have more years of this bullshit.
Man, you're still holding that against me for not voting for him.
Bro, I don't hold shit against you. It's a free country, free will.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
I might not like it, but I don't hold it against you. I voted independent for many years, hoping we would have somebody that would get some.
Well, here's the thing.
Traction.
We're in this situation right now. Wholeheartedly, I believe this. We're in this situation right now because of that man, because of what he did with the bump stocks.
Yes,
because he skipped Congress and had his Justice Department come up with a new ruling or whatever, and they did. And now they just do it anytime they want. They've done it with the bump stocks, they did it with the triggers, they did it with the pistol braces, all because it's the slippery slope that he started.
The thing is, we need to broaden our vision and not focus on one mistake. We have to look at the overall good for the country. A couple of mistakes,
Yeah.
Listening to Fauci and the bullshit about the bump stock, which are now legal again. And I don't think a whole lot of people complied with that either. So we need to look at the broad spectrum and what is going to, and I don't care. I'll vote off grid if everybody else is voting off grid too. Like, was it Ross Perot? He got my vote all the way. I was 100% behind that guy. He made sense, and he was going to do good for the country. I think everybody ganged up on him and scared him off, threatened to kill his family or pull a
Well, I think if we could have got the people that voted for Bush to vote for Perot, we would have had a different country.
Yeah, but he dropped out. He just poof off the map.
He didn't drop out, did he?
Yeah, he did. Right before it was voting time for the preliminary.
I thought he took like so many percentages of the vote, and that's why Bush lost and Clinton won.
No, he dropped out of the race. It was very mysterious. There was no big explanation, no big nothing, just poof. So I wouldn't put it past him. They threatened to kill his whole damn family.
Yeah, I would have rather seen Ron Paul back a while back.
The Clintons were around then,
Yeah.
Just saying. And I ain't planning on anytime soon. So if something happens, that might be in the algorithm. You mention a Clinton and bing, 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 little alarms start going off. My big giant channel, and I'm such an influencer and all.
Hey, you influenced me to watch other channels.
Aw, just porn.
No, just to watch something besides your shit. Although I was rooting today for I watched the well digging video today, and I was rooting for the auger. Like, come on, get him.
What up, Jay Watterson? He said Perot dropped out a couple of months, then got back into the race, but it killed his momentum. That dude was getting some momentum behind it, and I was like, yay, finally. Pardon me.
Bless you.
Thank you, Cottonwood.
Yeah.
So, first we get the pine stuff, and you get that little bullshit in your nose, a little drainage, little green gobs of goo. Then you go through the oaks where you get it right in the back of your throat and you can taste it. And now the cottonwoods are flying right square into my eyeballs.
Right.
It's like, holy shit, give me a break. I'm going to retype that under your name there, Jay Watt. Smarty pants. And hey, P-NASCARs, hope you're enjoying yourself and got your feet up and relaxed,
Right.
polishing one of your non-existent weapons. Just saying. I was telling Ohio the other day, I'm going to put a little delay on getting that Ruger SFAR because they have a few minor issues with the first generation. So I'll probably wait till next year or later in the year till they come out with some new ones or something. Just a little gas issue. And the one guy I seen thought the cause of it was the gas tube was leaking quite a bit.
Hmm.
So you got to crank it up on the next notch to get the full gas, and then it's too much.
Is it one of those adjustables? Like,
Adjustable gas block.
yeah, okay.
But you're supposed to be able to, like, guys are having issues. Once you break it in, you're supposed to be able to run it on 2, and they're having to crank it up to 3 because 2 just don't have enough to be reliable. And then 3 is like too much gas where you're getting it in your face and stuff. But he noticed, he really looked over the gun and noticed that it was leaking gas where the gas tube plugged into the gas block.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if you got a little device and just put a teeny bit of a flare on the end of it and jammed it in there, that it would probably cure the problem.
Oh, kind of seal that gas tube up.
Yeah. That way you could run it on the lower gas thingy. J Watt, actually isn't there a haunted cemetery over by you?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah. I think somebody.
They're all fucking haunted. They got dead people in all of them.
Yeah, they're full of dead people.
Yeah.
Of course they're haunted. Every single one of
them. Right on, Gunpowder. Okay, I'll gamble $1,000 so I can make a couple decent videos that I get 25 watches on and
Right.
change the world. Although after they've been up a year or two, then they start taking off. It's like, what the fuck?
Right.
them. Yeah, like one of my biggest videos getting the most views is like 6 years old or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Does it take that long to get overseas or whatever? Or?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, and yeah, I have like my biggest audience is United States, but then my second biggest is Turkey.
Yeah. That's that one trapping video or that trap adjustment video I got that gets sent around, gets a lot of views over there. Turkey, all over the Middle East.
Yeah.
Okay, Gunpowder, I'll buy it. I'll name it Gunpowder, especially if it sucks. You'll never hear the end of it. But I'm kind of afraid the price is going to go up because right now, for a 308 AR platform, it's about half the price of regular 308s.
Well, I sent you that link the other day. It was on sale.
I know. It's so tempting.
Yeah, the first time I sent the link, it didn't send it. It sent the fucking Colt. The Colt rifle. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was wondering why you sent all those.
And I was like, "What the fuck?" So then I had to resend it. I had to resend it with the Ruger information on it.
Resend the sender. Yeah, so I was going to go on a big fat rant about not participating, but then I've seen Dish, and she calmed me down.
Oh, that's good.
Not participating.
Yeah, I was going to pound the desk and everything. Will not comply. Rah, rah, rah. And then take the video down for evidence.
I'm not complying. So
Have a good night, Flan.
Good night, Miss Flan.
according to the ATF director, all you got to do is take it off.
Yep. Uh-oh. It's way up here tickling.
Uh-oh.
Here it
Oh, the
comes.
way you backed up, I thought you might have to go. You had the bubble guts or something.
Trying not to spray this camera. Yeah, but it's like stressing me out. Listen, you watch one video, everything's going to be okay. You watch another video and it's not. You watch another video and the Supreme Court went on our side. And then you watch another one that didn't.
Well, that's like I said to Matt when he was on Mike's chat last week or whatever. It was like, what do you think about all the YouTubers? Everybody jumping on the latest news or whatever from the injunctions on. He's like, well, it's just like any other news source. You're going to have everybody wants to be first, right?
Yep.
And as long as you get something out there, doesn't matter if you're right, you know?
Premature
chat. And a lot of these, and I'm sad. It's sad to say, but a lot of them that I'm subscribed to, they do that shit. It's just like you start scrolling and you see the one, an injunction, and then the next video it's another one, injunction. Oh, Supreme Court this and blah blah, or district this and blah, and just like every single one of your gun channels that you subscribe to is just trying to get the information out there and trying to get clicks, as far as I see it, you know.
Yep. Yeah, that, and a lot of them will put out the big headline and then make you watch 30 minutes of bullshit before they actually say what the fucking headline said. Redneck Prepper, what's up?
No, I won't watch a 30-minute video of someone just telling me the news about something. I won't. I don't. If it's a quick 3-minute video, hey, real quick, there's breaking news that just happened, blah blah blah. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But
buy my this, support the channel, get Patreon, do this and the other, become a member.
You know what though? When you double tap, that's 10 seconds. I double tap like 6 times, and then I'm to the story. I don't want to hear about your fucking Blackout Coffee and the Sonoran Desert Institute and all that shit. It's the same, and Bud's Gun Shop. It's the same fucking. We all know they sponsor your shit, send you money. Okay.
Yeah. Well, see,
so
there's another thing I was thinking of today, because YouTube policies, we're going to shut down all these. How come the major big gun channels haven't been taken off of YouTube?
Because they bring in views.
Who they chatting to on the side, you know?
Well, I mean, you do have to watch though, because a lot of them, like if you watch like Demolition Ranch, you know, none of his shit's monetized. But he has another channel called Off the Ranch, and he doesn't mention guns at all on that channel, and it's monetized.
Yeah, right on, MCK. He was torn between an AR-10 or a 243, and I'm like, get one gun, 2 barrels. Because it's
or just do, you know, go to Bear Creek Arsenal and buy 2 uppers.
Yep.
Like things are, you know. Other day they had some on sale for $179.
Yeah.
For a complete upper.
Click clack, different gun.
Yeah. Because you're going to have that larger frame, you know, lower.
He was also considering a man bun Creedmoor. No.
The ammo prices on Creedmoor are starting to drop again, so I'm happy for that.
Well, that's cool.
Not much though. I mean, about went from like $38 a box to like $28 a box. But when I first bought mine, I was buying boxes of ammo for $12 for Creedmoor.
You need to go to a pawn shop or a secondhand store and start rigging up. Now that parts are basically available, you get you a little single press, old school reloader. Start saving your brass. Zip, 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 zip. Make your own. It makes such a huge difference. You can tailor that gunpowder load to fit your rifle. You know, you got to do some experimenting. Next thing you know, crazy accurate all the time. Not, today it's 2 inches off because I bought Winchester ammo, and tomorrow I'm going to shoot the Remington, so it'll be right on the money again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it doesn't cost that much to get rigged up with a single stage press. You can get a set of Lee dies for about $80 now. And once you reload like 4 or 5 boxes of shells, everything's paid for. Then all you got is powder, primers, and bullets.
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 Bullets. This is about to be a fun video. Hooty hoo.
Right.
Do you watch this channel a lot?
Not a lot, but quite often.
Yeah, I like his stuff.
I was leaning more towards Kentucky Ballistics, but he's kind of wearing on me a little bit. It's like a little bit too much comedy and not enough shooting, kind of. And he's also, got the routine. It's watermelon time, which is funny a couple of times, but not.
Well, and when he's shooting a gun that costs, $40,000, you know what I mean? You're like, oh yeah,
yeah. Oh,
I
that's.
think I'll rush right out and get me one of those.
I relate to that.
Right.
But Dish buys all my guns for me, so I really don't have to worry about it. Welcome back, our boy. Oh, there's nothing wrong with the Creedmoor MCK. I just think it got over,
A lot of people say that, why 6.5 Creedmoor? Because it's, we already have the 308. You know what I mean?
Well, see, those two don't compare. You'd be closer to a 243.
Yeah. I don't know. After shooting it and dealing with some guys that that was shooting them a lot and everything, and having a chance, and then I went and bought mine. It was basically the 6.5 Creedmoor to me was like long distance shooting for dummies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I understand.
I mean, it's a fast, accurate round that has knockdown power for certain things. Like a lot of people are using them to hunt hogs and stuff.
Yep. I agree.
I bought mine on more of a novelty for long distance target shooting. That's it. And I got a hell of a deal on mine. Mine was less than $200. I got it on Black Friday a few years ago. I bought it on Black Friday at one of the not nationwide box stores, but a bigger store in my area that has like 5. I think they have 4 or 5 locations in northeast Ohio.
Fuzz Fork 8, nice. He says the 22 Magnum is still king. You know what? I got to give him a little bit. I love my 22 Magnums. Love it, love it, love it.
Have you ever shot a 17 HMR?
Nope.
My buddy has one of those, and that fucking thing, that is a tack driver. And it's a Savage.
Yep.
And it's got the wooden stock on it with the thumb hole. It's a bolt action. I don't know what scope he has on it or whatever, but you put them crosshairs on something, 100 yards out, zip. It's the same, damn near the same hole every time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just that gun is
No, it's a great gun, but
crazy accurate, you know, and
it's a great gun for trapping and stuff if you don't have a 22. Although it does leave a little teeny pinhole. But I
Yeah,
already have a 22. I
do you
get a
think-
22 short.
because it's also a rimfire, you know, 17
Yeah.
HMR is a rimfire. So, you think it was designed to kind of replace the 22?
They
Or
may have
compete
been
with it?
hoping. They may have been hoping for that because basically it's a 22 mag on steroids, but it doesn't have the bullet weight of a 22 mag. So downrange, it peters out a little bit on its hitting power. It's damn accurate, but the hitting power is low. I talked to a couple of coyote hunters, and they said if you have any kind of range at all and you shoot a coyote with a 17, that there better be some snow on the ground for blood trailing because it doesn't like put them right down. It just doesn't have the ass. A 22 mag will have to arc a little bit to get there, but it's got a little bit more ass once it hits.
You know what will drop a coyote quicker than shit?
Yeah, fucking bazooka, but
The 303 British.
yeah, but when you want to save the fur, when they were actually worth a couple of bucks.
That's probably the best thing I ever did with that 303 Enfield that I have was shooting coyotes with it, man. I mean, it's like, oh, what do you think he's out there? Oh God, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe that. God, he might be 600 yards out. Not anymore, he ain't.
Yeah. When they came out, they came out with a 17 like Winchester Super Mag or something. And it's the world's biggest rimfire.
Yeah, there's 17 HMR, then there's the 17 Magnum or whatever.
Yeah, it's bigger than a 22 mag.
Yeah.
That is a definitely 100-yard coyote gun. But it's good for one thing. Or poaching. That's why I have a hard time justifying it. It's getting kind of hard to find now because it really didn't super catch on. I thought it was gonna.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my dad had a 22 Hornet or something like that.
Yeah, that was a.
I don't remember anything about it. I just remember them talking about 22 Hornet.
Yeah.
I've never shot one, so I don't know.
That was an old school varmint round for coyotes, woodchucks, ground prairie dogs. I think, if I remember right, I think Stump has one still. This is like his grandpa's gun or his dad's gun or something.
Have you ever seen that fucking video going around YouTube of the prairie dog versus a 338 Lapua?
Pink spray.
Dude,
you're saying?
it ain't even right, dude. It just there's nothing left. I mean, there's nothing. The fucking prairie dog's like, it raises up and it's like on a tree line or something. And I don't know how far they're out. They're fucking hundreds of yards away. And he pulls the trigger and it's just like boom. And then they have like the split screen or whatever. That fucking prairie dog just is like, just gone. There's just nothing there. I was like, shit.
Nope, we ain't gonna need the shovel, Charlie. I'll show.
Right.
Hold my beer.
Just spent $20 to kill a prairie dog, you know?
Nowadays, yeah. But I really wanted one of those 17. I think it was a Winchester mag.
Yeah.
I can't remember for sure. I really wanted one of them, but I just couldn't justify it because it was a one-trick pony. Now, when I move up north with coyotes running through my backyard all the time, there may be a purchase made. After the 308, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Fuzz. You won't find a 17 in every store. Although for a while there, it was easier to buy 17 than it was 22 long rifle.
It sure was. Well, it's just like there was a time.
If you want to pay the price.
Remember when you couldn't find .556 or .223, 9mm or 22.
Yep.
Those were just, you couldn't find that shit anywhere. And every time I walked into a store, it was like, Walmart, Meijer used to sell ammo. I don't know about if they still do it by you guys, because I know they're based out of Michigan, I think. But
I haven't checked lately. I know they got shotgun shit. I don't know about
they
this.
don't have anything at our Meijers anymore. They took it all out. And like Dick's Sporting Goods used to sell ammo and stuff. All those places used to sell this shit at this
Fuck
time.
dicks.
But every time I walked in, the only thing they ever had was 243 and 270. And I was like, fuck, I'm thinking about buying one of these damn 243s or 270 just to have something that has, because you can walk into any store and they always had it, you know?
Yeah. Well, 308 is usually like that, but they were out of 308 for a minute.
You know what I'm seeing a lot of here, like in the Walmart and stuff? And I don't know why, because you can't use these for hunting in Ohio, but 30-06, man. There's 30-06. Every Walmart has a shit ton of 30-06 right now. I'm just like,
Yep. 30-06 has always been the go-to grandpa round that's always there. It's actually very versatile.
yeah. But, I mean, in Ohio, we can't use neck-down cartridges for hunting. Except for I do think you're allowed to use them for, like, groundhogs and coyotes.
Isn't that bizarre? They do that here, too, sometimes, certain calibers. You can't use it here, but...
I think it's because
rifle
rounds...
What's up?
Look at that guy. Rifle rounds travel a lot farther and everything, and Ohio doesn't have like the valleys and mountains and stuff that other states has. And, you know, they allow you to use straight wall cartridge rounds now, but in shotgun for deer season. Because I think it's because there's so many fucking people. You got 1 week to get a deer in Ohio, and everybody and their brothers out in the same goddamn 1 acre of wooded lot.
Yeah, that used to be an issue here, but they've kind of stretched the season out now. What up, Mike?
What's going on, kids?
I take it you got your power back. That's good.
I think there was a microburst.
Uh-oh.
Because even when I came home, the trees in front of the courtyard here, and they're good sized trees, they're probably 14, 16 inches round, you know. And
one of those straight down winds or whatever that comes
yeah,
down.
and it was the tree was just going like this, and I'm like, I couldn't even walk up the walkway. I had to wait for it to go back up to this door and walk up the walkway. And but you know, so my wife's on the thing. She's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I'm fine. It's only rain. It's only we got no power. So what? G-Trapper, how the hell are you?" But yeah, so it sucked. So I was out on my porch. I'm on my phone, and then when I got that text, I'm like, "Oh yeah, fuck."
Oh yeah, that. Hey, G.
But to get what you guys were just talking about, that's why in Massachusetts you can't hunt with a rifle. There's too many people per you know, whatever the density of people.
Yeah,
that's why we're only allowed.
Too many people per
you can
square
shoot
inch in that 1 acre of wood,
right? But we can, I guess, we can use up certain calibers, right? You can hunt coyote and something else with a 22. But I'm trying to remember. There's only certain spots. Like if I had a 30-06, I'd have to go certain. Like I couldn't use a 30-06 in my own town. There's no fucking way. Because like you said, you know,
it's populated.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
See, our state, I have to go up north to get the big rifles out. Down here, it's shotgun or certain straight wall cartridges. Hence, that's why I bought the 350 Legend.
So she's on the back of my motorcycle right now. That's why her hair's blowing in the wind.
Got what Mikey's fantasizing about.
Hey, if I can't have the ice shack.
Eight hangers or straight bars?
No, not straights. I want them curled up this way like this.
Oh, old school.
Yeah, I can't do straights because of my back. And I don't want ape hangers because that's just dangerous to me. To me, anyways. I know lots of guys that can do it. I've seen lots of guys do it, but not for me.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do ape hangers. You guys probably already talked about this, but if you did, just tell me to shut up. Did anybody else see the president take a little loopsy loop?
Oh yeah, the Air Force
Oh,
Academy.
I mean, oh yes, that was terrible.
God.
Yeah, I think I posted on Facebook, and Steve, you put like the teardrop
Oh my God.
emoji or whatever.
And then
Like you
funny,
were sad.
the funny part is he points. If you watch the video again, he points back.
Yeah.
Like there's something wrong with the rug or something. No, because guess what? A bunch of people just walked on the same goddamn rug you just did.
There's another video that I seen today that it's like the whole him like walking up on stage or whatever. You know what? Let's just.
Dude, you know what's terrible? When the Democrats don't even want him to be president again. I'm not even joking. I'm being serious. They don't.
I know, but it's funny.
No, it's funny as all fuck. I just, it's just, it's mind-boggling. They think the Republicans have a what do you call it, right? A split. Like they don't know if they want a Trump guy. They don't know what, right? They don't want this. They don't want that. When Trump was in, Republicans are like, right? But now they don't want him. And I'm like, wait a minute. I used to think back in the day, you backed your guy, right? And
You got to figure they know more than we know. They know.
Right, and that's my point. But my thing is that they don't even want him. I'm telling you, what they wanted. I'm telling you right now, they wanted him to go lose his brain halfway through. Like I'm surprised he's lasted as long as he did. And I'm not talking about anybody, doing something silly to him. I'm just talking about him doing something silly to himself, i.e., losing his scruples or whatever. So
yeah, but
and they
get Kamala Harris,
and they wanted her, in there.
By the way, go check out Fuzz Forks. He just made an announcement today that YouTube is ending their censorship election misinformation bullshit.
Good.
So, yeah, but the thing is, what are the libtards planning to do?
Yeah, what are they?
I don't care what they're planning. No, maybe Fuzz Fork won't get censored anymore.
Yeah, no shit.
That's all I'm saying.
You watch all the crap they're going to start putting.
That man, he's got censored more than
K-bar user.
I'm telling you. Oh yeah, K-bar user. He got a lot too, right? But how do you? But they never said nothing out of the whack. You know what I'm saying? I could see if Fuzz Fork got on his video, or if Fuzz Fork was on his channel, or K-Bar was on his channel, and they were like, YouTube, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying this as a for instance. They never said anything of the sort of, somebody should take his ass out, fucking, I'm gonna go blow up the fucking White House. They never said any of that bullshit. Barring any of that, why can't they give their opinion?
Okay. Hey, here's the longer video of this. I'll play it for you guys, and it's like breaking news or whatever. The earpiece audio revealed, like the audio in Joe Biden's earpiece. And this is satire, by the way. So.
Well, since it's legal now.
All right, Joe. Let's see if you can even get to the damn mark this time. Remember, like we practice, walk around, go up and say hi to the general, and get behind the podium. Yep, up the stairs. Careful. You know how you are with stairs. Podium, yes. Walk forward and say hi to the general, and stop. And stop. Where you go? Not that. Oh my God. Joe, go back to the podium.
Oh, jeez.
No, this is funny. He did walk by it like twice. I was fucking dying.
Huh? Huh?
See you later.
A few moments later.
All right, go ahead and walk off the stage now, Joe.
Watch, see? Watch. Now when he gets up, he's going to point.
He'll probably sue. Well, that was a Navy thing, right? Or is it Air Force?
There, Joe.
He'll probably sue the military now. True North Living. What is up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Get to
So
bed. We're not in the North Pole. We're not on North Pole time. Like
you know when you open up your phone and Google comes out and whatever you've been looking at, you know, it'll give you the news of the day, right, or whatever. Mine's got some sports on it. It's got some other things on it.
Lots of porn.
And it said no, and
Mine
it said
always says feet porn on it every time I open it up.
it said it had this thing, what the former presidents aren't and are allowed to do.
What?
You know the presidential libraries. You know how every president has a library, and
Yeah.
it's an act of, what do you call it? By the way, it has to happen, right? They're part of the building of that, and they have to have one. It's like it's a law, like they have to do one. I never knew that.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
So Biden's going to be one straight hallway, no carpet, perfectly flat, handrails everywhere.
and I also thought that Clinton was the only one that had. Secret Service security. Nope.
Oh no, every ex-president does.
They all do, and they still can't ride like in a convertible. There was a bunch of things. If you ever go on Google, right, and type in 6 things a former president can't do, it's pretty interesting.
Can't piss in the woods out in the back.
No, but it's like they can't do a bunch of things. I was fucking dying.
Suck.
I was dying.
Don't
You
get
know.
to go shopping. Can't go to Walmart.
I still fucking. I'm with the people in Kennebunk, Maine. I still I feel bad for them when the Bushes come. Well, when the young one, obviously, because they pretty much shut the fucking town down. You know,
Yeah.
and it's not like it's a big ass fucking New York City where they only have to shut off 5 blocks. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're shutting down the whole fucking.
Get your groceries now or go home.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. The best part, though, I thought was kind of cool was I actually got to see Air Force One. First of all, I saw two F1. They look like 115s, anyways. I could be wrong, but they look like F-115s, and they come flying across 95, Interstate 95. Okay, and flying across it. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, now, of course, all the traffic stops now, right? Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this fucking jet. The United States of America, flying like, and you put it because they're landing, right? You could see in the window. You know what I'm saying? That's how close. That's how bad it was. And it's United States of America, right? I'm like, there's the fucking president. That's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I worked at a place that was by Fort Columbus Airport, and every time the president came to town, whether it be Obama or Trump or whoever was president, it was cool watching Air Force One come in, because when Air Force One came in, they also brought in like 3 C-130s or whatever, and that's where they keep all the fucking Secret Service cars and all that stuff and everything. Air Force One takes off, and then the C-130s, they all take off. Those damn things look like
Carry
they're
the
doing
city.
like 15 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and they get off the ground. You know, they're like, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. You know, Air Force One's like, takes
Yep.
off. These things are like,
Lumbering.
and then they're like, and
They got
almost
four.
flying straight up.
I think it's a C-130 has 4 engines on it.
Probably.
I believe
Yeah.
the C-130 has 4. They are fucking. I see them all the time. They are the biggest fucking thing I've ever seen. The company I used to work for in Maine did a job outside Bush's residence in Kennebunk. Watched the Secret Service walking around in the golf carts. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Shit, I did a job in New Orleans for McNamara. He used to be the Secretary of Defense or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, back in the day, like back in the 60s and 50s or 70s and shit.
I had a guy with a big old fat pistol standing right behind me the whole time I was digging in the dirt and putting up the little pieces of trim and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Right. But it's cool. I don't know. You know what else I found out? If the president is on a fucking Cessna, if the president is on a helicopter, if a president, whatever the president is on, guess what?
That's Air Force One.
That's Air Force One.
Unless it's the helicopters are
Marine One, but it's still you. But they'll still call it Air Force One.
Yeah.
You're right. It is. It's Marine One, but they will call it it's whatever he's on turns into Air Force One. I never knew that. I thought Air Force One was the airplane that says United States of America all over it. You know.
Yeah, that was interesting. Every morning we had to wait at the gate, wait for the fucking guards had to walk all the way around the perimeter and let you in and mirror under your car and shit. It's like, what the?
It's like when I used to deliver the filters to the fucking jail. Oh, so the dock was in this area that was all chain link fenced in, right? So they hit the button, they let you in, you back in, you stop. As soon as your nose of the truck clears the gate, so that you have one cop hitting the button to open and close the door. The next one is at your driver's door. Okay, stop there. Put the truck in park. And like you said, Stevie, they come out with they come out checking up underneath the, and I laugh, right? I'm like, guys, no bombs, no people, no guns. They're like, just let us do our job.
Okay, we'll take your word for it.
You know, but it was the funniest thing. Yeah, and I touched nothing. I didn't even open the door. And all they wanted to know was what, who did the ordering and what it was. Those guys, it's filters for your heating system. That's all it is.
Right.
And he's like, all right. And they send the maintenance people up, or whoever they are,
We used to call them the hoity-toities.
Oh my God.
Have to go work at the hoity-toities house today.
But yeah, it's the weirdest thing going to delivering to a jail. It's like, dude, I'm, one or two times I probably should have stayed here, but guess what? I want nothing to do with here. I'm not trying to help anybody escape from here or nothing. So
yeah, I'm sure they'll take your word for it. They check you on the way out too, right?
Oh yeah, they check everything. Because when we get them off the truck, I actually go into the prison, just on the dock though. I'm not walking to the fucking. I'm not going into the cells or anything. And the maintenance guy, usually he has to sign for it because let's face it, COs ain't gonna fucking sign for shit, right?
Right.
And so the maintenance guy has to go through it with me and all that stuff, And so now I'm on my way out, and when I'm on my way out, they always, and I'm like, dude, if you want to pat me down. I'm leaving. I'm just doing my job here, guy. You know what I mean? Granted, you're doing your job. I'm just trying to do mine. But yeah, it's It's a different world. And I guess it has to be, right?
Yeah, I don't think I would want to live it
I mean,
every
look-
day.
Who's the fuck is the guy that told me? Somebody told me, I heard it somewhere, that guy breaks out of prison. He had like 2 days left on his fucking term, on his fucking bid.
Oh my God! And then he got another escape charge, probably.
Yeah. He had 2 days left on a bid. And he broke. Why? He had 48 hours left, you idiot.
Maybe he liked it there. Don't make me leave.
But now, Ohio, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that a felony now?
What, escape?
Yeah.
It's always been a felony. And what's crazy is we get a lot of times.
Yeah, but
they'll
this guy was a
get
drunk
warrants
driving
out.
charge or
They'll-
something stupid.
They'll get a fugitive from justice warrant or whatever, or a escape warrant, and you think you're like, oh shit, it's escape. You know, like we'll get these alerts that there's been like an inmate escape from such and such, and then you start reading the BOLO, and it's just like, oh, he was under supervision, so he fucking cut his ankle monitor off, and that's considered an escape. So, but you're like, you're thinking that somebody escaped
Yeah,
from
some
prison
some
or jail
murder
or whatever.
Right.
But
like
all
the
they
movie.
did was they've been out for 6 months. They just cut their ankle bracelet off so they can go see some hoochie mama or something.
Like he's the guy with 2 days left had to get out of jail. He just took the last two of his Viagra.
There was 2 guys that escaped from jail. Well, escaped from prison up here. Well, not here, but in Ohio, and they found. Well, they were both found in Kentucky. One was apprehended, and the other one was found dead in a river. He drowned.
I think I heard that. Ours don't break out; they walk out. Like we have a minimum security place.
Yeah, like
it's all like it's all
they
like,
have like workhouses or whatever. Where
DUIs.
They go to work and they just
bar
don't come
fights.
back.
Yeah, we used to pick a guy up. We pick a guy up at 6:30 every morning. This is back in the day when I was doing construction. We pick him up at 6:30 in the morning. He had to be back there by 4, or there's gonna be a warrant out on him. So, and they don't listen. They don't care about traffic. They don't care about nothing. If you think there's gonna be traffic because of rain, snow, or something like that, leave at 1:30.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard, but and they call it work release, and so we get out, we bring them we pick them up every morning, drop them off every night, drop them off every night, and but they're doing a trash pickup. I told you the story. I threw the guy my smokes, right? About a year or so ago. They're doing the trash pickup on the highway. With the fucking stick with the nail on the end of it.
Yeah.
And the fucking CO in the fucking van like this with a newspaper fucking cut. I said, you kidding me right now? This fucking CO reading a newspaper like this, and I got a butt, and they're like, and I fucking threw my fucking pack of butts out the fucking window to the guy with a lighter, right out the fucking window. And
probably got him 3 days.
So you just admitted to conveyance of illegal contraband into a corrections facility.
Oh well. So shoot me, bless you, shoot me. What are you gonna burn me at the stake? So
what correction facility was this again? Let me go ahead.
I'm not telling you. So, but so this facility, you guys have just. And you can tell, how you tell when somebody walked away or somebody broke out. The 2 helicopters they always send out for them.
Oh, they don't do the bloodhounds anymore?
No. They send the 2 helicopters out, right? And I live in I grew up in the next town over, and I'm like, I remember I was probably 15 or something. And I said to my grandfather, I goes, hey. I go, why is the sheriff's helicopter flying, like, so I could throw a rock and hit it? He goes, some dummies probably walked away from the jail again. And sure as fuck, But like I said, I think the longest anybody ever did in that jail was, and this poor prick didn't even belong there, believe it or not. But he did 12 years, and he was upstairs. There was only one other guy with him.
In jail?
Yeah, he spent 12 years there.
That's gotta suck.
Everything else, if you tops, it's like 2.5 years you're gonna do there. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. It's not a maximum.
Yeah, it's minimum security. Hell,
yeah.
They got some places they call community control, and it's not a state or county or city run,
privately owned,
or privately owned. You go there, you check in, like you go, do your work, or what? Like certain people aren't allowed to leave. They have to just stay there all the time, but they're not locked down or anything. It's like
Well, these guys are, because I actually was there for like a week, but
I think that's the worst thing they ever did is make the prison system private.
Oh yeah, because now it's you can do what you want when you want, how many times you want to do it, and there's nothing you get to.
Well, you know what? There was a thing in Ohio that was big a couple years ago. It was on the news and everything. It was a scandal. One of the judges was sending like all these people to this community controlled thing constantly. Like no matter what their fucking, like they should have been getting like 3 years in prison for their charge, but he was like, letting them, oh, you're a first time offender, we'll do community control, blah blah blah, because they have to pay for this shit, right? Like if you get sentenced to community control, there's money coming out of your pocket, more than what would be if you went to prison,
Right.
And he was sending just about everybody to this community control place, and they were just fucking packed constantly, right? And this other judge was sending them blah blah blah, same thing. It's kept sending the people this community control.
Hey, Gary.
Finds out that these two judges sit on the board of directors of the community control thing.
Yep.
So they were basically drumming up their business. They sit on the board, and then they're sentencing people to community control to go to this certain facility.
That's strange. It's kind of like our government with the whole war machine thing.
But the one we have, it isn't set up like that. The one we have is actually, it's a, gate with barbed wire, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. This one wasn't like that.
You can serve. Normally guys only serve 2.5 to 3 years. Like I said, the only 2 guys was the one he got back in 86, 87 or something like that. It was thought that it was a daycare center. It was thought that there was a lot of touching and, okay? When in fact it wasn't him at all. This motherfucker spent 20-something years in fucking 2 jails. He didn't do anything wrong. Okay?
Guys, have you ever seen that clip of the paternity court where the guy was like,
hey, Gia,
trying to figure out if, he was the father or not, because he went to prison for child support. She put child support against him or whatever, and he went to prison for it and everything. He got like 3 years of his life. And the kid turned 18, and she was trying to get more money for like back pay or something like that. And the judge asked him, like, you did 3 years in prison or whatever. He's like, yeah, because I couldn't afford to pay what they mandated and everything.
Disgusting fuzz fork.
They did the DNA test, paternity test or whatever, found out that it wasn't his kid. And he's like, oh man, all those 3 years of my life gone, and it wasn't even he's not even my kid, And then she starts smirking, and she's like, well, of course not. I knew he wasn't yours. And the judge is like, you knew that he wasn't the father, and you still let him go to jail for 3 years?
Please be justice served.
Right, yeah. but they never. It's just
Well, they
that's
paid-
where the clip always ends. So I
They
don't know.
paid
if you ever,
they let a guy out. They let a guy out. I'm still here.
Kind
They
of.
let a guy out of jail. They let a guy out of jail here. He got arrested in 1972 or 73 on a murder charge, and they let him out in 2005 with DNA. And here's my problem. I think they gave him like $1 million or something. Because over the years, how you know what I mean about how you make money and all that, whatever. But anyways, my thing is that when you're going up for a murder charge, you're on the news, right? You're on the news big time when it first happens, and when when you get sentenced, this, that, and the other thing. They're bothering your family members at home to get a word in, right? Regular jackass news people, right? I want to know one thing. Why was there only like a minute on the news that this guy was out of jail for something he
right?
Because they really hate to admit when they were wrong.
It's shocking that he was even on the news, Mike. You know what kills me?
Well, you know what happened? Hang on. You know what happened is that it was a murder. You ready? And he was a black guy in an Italian neighborhood. And they said, "Oh, the black guy did it." Black guy wasn't nowhere near that fucking city. And he proved it. He was at some family function. He kept for years. I was at my family function. You know what their idea was? You lie, they're all going to swear to it. Pretty much that was the. Because back then there was no fucking video cameras and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless you were in the bank or the post office, right? So, they didn't have all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Way back then.
But, yeah. What gets me though with these situations is you get a suspect on a crime or something. It's not even that they're convicted or anything. They're just a suspect, or then they blast their face on the news and then they get arrested, and there's their picture of their mugshot, and all over the news. It's all over Facebook. It's everywhere. And then they cover the trial, and you there's no way to get a fucking fair trial with the media the way it is. They have you are guilty of whatever they charged you with before you even go to court, because they blasted you online. And the thing with reporting is no one looks into a story anymore. There's no more journalism.
Right.
No one looks in. They go, oh, look, Mike DeLucia was just charged with sodomy of a goat. So we're just going to share that same fucking story on our Facebook page and call it news.
After all these years, finally.
No, but the thing is that it's. I mean, you're 100% right, and this is what's bad, and nobody wants anything to change it. That's the whole problem.
I'm what? What the fuck did you just say, Mike? Having chest pains. Did you say I was 100% right?
That's it, folks. We're done for the night. Can't get that.
The problem is that nobody. They don't want to change it, and like you said, when the guy's found or the girl's found innocent, right? The same hoopla isn't given to them, And I felt so bad for that guy, and I'm like,
good documentary.
Like, I told my wife.
I don't know if it's a documentary or which way they're leaning or whatever. On Netflix, I think it's Netflix. There's a thing called Victim Suspect or something like that. It's a whole series or documentary or whatever about these women that were like raped or molested or something like that, and they file a police report, as a victim, and in a certain area of the country, I don't know, somewhere in Alabama or something like that, they instantly turn into the suspect of a false report. They like hounded this girl. They show like the interview. They hounded this girl for like 6 hours or some shit, you know, in her interrogation of interviewing her. And then they bring the suspect in that she said that, you know, raped her. But he comes in with his lawyer and they're like talking about fishing. And his interview lasted 18 minutes. And they were just like, hey, listen, we, you know, and the detectives were like, we know how these things go, you know. Guys, you go to a party, blah, blah, blah. Did things get a little out of hand? Did you rape her? And he's like, no, absolutely not, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We you know, that's the way we were thinking, you know, blah, blah, blah. So are the crappies biting up there by you? Blah, 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 you know, and it's just like, what the fuck? And the next thing you know, they're charging this girl with a fucking felony. She's looking at like 18 years in jail for a false report, you know? And it's a good show. It pisses you off. I'll tell you that. When you watch it, it pisses you off. But it's out of this one sheriff's office, and they've had several cases. And then they show like this video that never made it to the fucking defense. Never got video. Like it's called Discovery. You know what Discovery is?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't included in. It wasn't included in Discovery. The prosecution and the sheriff's office hid some video of what happened that night because they said, "Oh, it doesn't exist. There's no video or whatever."
Well, shame on the defense for not getting everything.
But also,
well, not shame on defense. They weren't given to. It was hidden.
But on the other hand, there are.
Oh, you mean they took the tape?
Few women out there falsely accusing guys of it.
Yeah, there are women that there are false accusations.
They're far and few between.
Makes a bad name for actual victims.
Right, but that's basically what this whole show's about. But Mikey, they had video.
Yes.
She said that these two guys took her to this area or whatever, but and there was video from a surveillance camera that showed it.
Right.
And that didn't exist. The sheriff's office said that there's no such video. I don't know what they're talking about. She's like, because she went there with her attorneys. Is like, we walked down this street right here. There's a camera, and you know, and they talked to people in the store or whatever, and they're like, yeah, they came and got the video. We gave it to them. Blah blah blah. And
then now I would sue that fucking sheriff's office for every fucking nickel I could get.
She did. You know, and of course, the sheriff wasn't available for comment. You know,
of course
what I mean?
He wasn't. They never are when they get caught doing something wrong. Only when they think they're right.
Yeah.
Right. When people are wrong, and as much as I used to make fun of them, right? When was it Jerry Caldwell or Timmy Faye Baker's husband, Jim Baker, when they got caught cheating on the wife?
Yeah.
Remember back in the 80s? Remember back in the 80s?
Well, which one?
He was on TV crying.
That motel was right down the street from where I lived in New Orleans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And he's on TV, he's crying. He says, "I'm sorry." Guess what? They're about the only people I ever know that told the truth, right? And then apologized for it. Everybody else, no, that wasn't me. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I didn't do that.
Right.
I'm not going to apologize for something I didn't do. You know what I mean?
I have to run, blow my snoot. Mike, Dish is in charge.
Oh. Well, Dish, let's party then, because now Stevie's gone. We can do what we want. Who's got guns to show? Anybody? Look at mine, Dish.
Look at those guns.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Hard flex.
No, it's like I told my girls. I was
I even do the hook flex.
I come out of the shower and I was putting my t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And because Gina's banging it, I gotta get in there. So I said, all right, just let me throw some clothes on. Anyways, I come out of the shower and I gotta put my t-shirt on. So I got the t-shirt just about over my head. And my daughter's like, "Dad, what the fuck? You're getting fat." And I'm like,
nice.
What do you mean getting?
Getting it. Yeah, what
So
is he getting?
I go like this. I go, girls, you ready? They're like, what? And I fucking suck it up. And like, now my chest is out here. I'm like, on the beach, in the water. JS 586. How the hell are you? Oh, you're on your way to bed. Stevie had to take a little powder to his nose, but we'll let him know you were here. The old Heritage USA development is still in Fort Mill, right up the road from me. Really? I forgot. That's right, Boyd. I forgot you're a transplant. Fucking goes from one of the greatest states in this fucking country down in, I don't know. Tish, you might have been there. South Carolina.
No, not South.
They're all the same.
They're all the same.
North Carolina, South Carolina. Fuck. Shit. Are you kidding me? Oh.
Guess where I'm at right now, Mikey?
In your car.
Yeah, but where at?
Well, you're not in Boston. You're not in the Dish's house. Fuck me, too cold for a Southerner. We're at Chillicothe.
A little bit further south than Chillicothe.
Tucky.
I'm in Tucky right now.
Louisville.
No.
What are you doing in Tucky?
I'm in Williamsburg right now, south of Lexington.
Yeah. I've heard of Williamsburg.
So,
oh, hang on. My daughters are calling me.
Yeah, we hear it.
Listen to it, can you? Listen.
Dad, answer your phone.
Dad!
Whoops, Dad has to call her now because now
You hung up on her?
No, I just let it go. What's the matter?
I was just telling you that we're leaving Oak Orchard right now.
All
We
right.
have to drive Sean all the way home.
KH586, what's up, bro?
All right, baby, have fun. Be safe.
All right, bye.
Bye. Hey, Brianna. I wanted to stop to give me a Pepsi.
Hit redial, call her back.
You know what? I just looked at the. She's with she's with Camera Girl, but and Sean, her boyfriend. But it's midnight. I don't want to stop in any of these stores this hour. You know what I mean? She doesn't carry. She won't carry anything I gave her. I gave her mace. I gave her everything. I gave her a fucking, what do you call it, with all the ridges on it? Fucking, I gave her everything.
Yeah, what the fuck are those called?
I don't know, but I
Tommy or
gave.
something like that?
I said, aim for the eyeball. Just go. You know. And she's like, Dad, you're a sick puppy. I go, no, I'm a guy that wants to keep his daughter safe. Okay. And I says, let me tell you something. You want to know the real world? I said, the real world is this. And I told her, you're going off to college in September. I said, here's the real world. I'm not an idiot. I know you're going to party. I know you're going to drink and all that bullshit, okay? I goes, that's not the part that bothers me. Wherever you go, you take your fucking drink with you. You don't accept a drink, an open drink from anybody you don't know you that you never met.
Right.
You go to somebody's house party, you don't know them. Guess what? You don't take an open drink. Bring one with you.
Nope.
Okay.
First thing I told my daughter.
I go, and you hold that in that cup. And I said, if somebody says you want another drink, say, yeah, I'll come with you. And then make your own drink. Okay. I go, just don't do it. I said, I'd rather see you just drink beer. I said, that way it has to be opened and everything like that. I said, but still, you go to the bathroom, take the beer with you.
Yeah, you don't set your beer on the table and go to the bathroom.
She's like, well, why, Dad? So I told her the hard, cold truth. This is what happens. They drop a pill in your fucking thing, and next thing you know, I said, your pants are at your ankles. You don't know what the fuck happened. She's like, Dad. I goes, no, baby. That's what fucking happens.
That's real life. Yeah.
Okay. And she's like, okay. So then I tried to tell her she's been, working late and everything. And I told her, I said, I like I taught you. I tell your mother the same thing. Your mother doesn't want to listen. I said, but do me a favor. I said, what? I said, you walk through a parking lot, anything like that. I says, you hold your keys. You hold 2 keys in your fingers. Okay. I says, and then you just until you get to your car. I says, once you get to your car, you reach in before you put your key hole, before you put the key in your key to undo it. I says, reach in your other pocket. Hopefully you'll have something else. She says, why? Is that way there? Because if somebody's going to jump you, they're going to wait till you put the key in the keyhole, because now your hand is, tied up, and then they know that you're doing that, so now they don't know that your other hand's in your pocket getting a fucking knife or something like that. And then you so that way you always have something to protect yourself with, And she's looking at me going, she's like, Dad, what's the matter with you? I said, nothing's the matter with you. I'm just trying to keep you safe. Yeah. I go, I'm just trying to keep you from having an experience that people shouldn't have to have, that
you don't want to have,
yeah, I said, so,
And another thing, always check your floorboard and back seat of your car before you get in. It was what? Shit, that's been a long time ago. I was like 80,
no shit,
89,
right?
I think. Guy that a friend of mine from high school, and his dad was friends with my dad they worked together, and we used to hunt and stuff all the time. He worked at Denny's. He was a dishwasher at Denny's, and he was I think I was 14 or 15. He just turned 16, had his driver's license. He worked at Denny's. He left work at 8 o'clock, and when he got in his car, there was a guy named Tony Thomas was in the back seat on the floorboard. Came up, stuck a gun up to him, and made him drive him like out in the country or whatever, and shot and killed him. Shot him in the back and killed him, and took his car.
Nice.
And
another big thing you got to watch out for nowadays is you go through the ATM drive-through at the bank.
Yep.
Somebody walking up to you.
They got assholes watching you go through drive-through and then follow you home or to wherever your next stop is, and then take your money or try to take your money. They got a name for it. I can't remember what it is.
Well, that's why, so I told her, I go, listen, I know you don't want to hear it. I says, but you're going to be 19, and you're going to be going to school in New Hampshire. You're going to be living in New Hampshire. You can carry a gun. And she says, Daddy, I can't carry a gun on campus. I says, fine, put it in your car. Leave it locked in your car. I said, but, at least, and then when you go to work, you can have it on your work. And then, as you'll have to apply for a license. If you're going to still work in Massachusetts, you'll have to apply for a license. I said, but,
Hello, Vanessa Kitty. Nice to see you.
Hey, Vanessa. I said, but listen, this isn't about being afraid. This is about being what do you call it?
Our boy drives an unmarked police car. They won't fuck with him.
It's about being proactive.
Yes. Absolutely, dear. Don't be scared. Be prepared.
Absolutely. I do it for Christ's sakes. Because I can't carry a gun.
Well, it's got to the point now that even my wife, she understands what's going on. Like when we go to a restaurant or something, and one of my boys will pull out a chair, and my wife will go, your dad's going to sit there. Why? And my wife knows, because so he can see the door.
Yep. I never sit in Hitchcock seat. Never. Ever.
I don't need to carry anymore because I love the claw.
Oh.
The claw.
I have one of those. What are they? I was scratching my back with. No, it's not.
Look at that.
Well, that one is, but it's sitting on my counter. It's about this long, and it's not as long as that. And I'm like, oh.
This bitch got some sharp fingernails too.
And my wife had a heart attack. What are you doing that for? That's gross. Now I gotta wash it. I don't even know what it. I still don't know.
What was it? The ice tongs or some fucking thing?
No, it looked just like that. Except it didn't have the handle extend. It didn't extend and all that. It was like this long.
Are you talking about a spaghetti?
It might have been, but I went
gross. Having bad spaghetti tonight with a little flake of skin and a head off a white head. You know.
No, I don't even. That's not me.
Hunk of mole.
Yeah, I don't sit. I don't sit in the Hitchcock seat. Not me. I'm not getting wild billed from anybody. You know.
But it's just. I mean, it's nice to know that my wife is actually like.
Right. She knows that
she's paying attention.
Her
to
awareness.
That, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's great. Because I'm going to tell you something. Mine still has
blinders. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
God. It took a long time for my wife to
driving a vehicle.
And my wife is still the type that doesn't watch anything that involves anything with the world. Like she doesn't. It just fucking blows my mind. She has no idea what's going on in the world.
I piss my wife off when I tell her the different color cars. The color car that's beside us as I'm looking forward. And she goes, and she'll look out the window. How do you know what color that car is?
Head on a swivel.
I go, Gina, you're always looking around when you're driving. I go, why would you drive just like this? Oh, you have to pay attention, she says. This is an I am. She goes, I go, Gina. She goes, what? I goes, I'm having a hard time seeing lately. She goes, oh, I know. I said, but the first three digits of that license plate in front of us is it's H62, H61, whatever the fuck it was. And she goes, oh, I never saw that. I go,
what? When I'm driving,
I see it all.
Like, mirror.
Absolutely.
Mirror,
I was a truck driver. I had to do that.
Our driver's training instructor used to reach up and grab the mirror and turn it away from you and say, what color is the car behind you?
Jezzo, what's up, kid?
Just to make sure you were looking back once in a while.
I see cars. I'll be going northbound, and she's got me on the phone one day. And she says, where are you? As I'm on 93 in Stoneham going back to the shop. Why? She says, oh, I'm in Stoneham. I glance over 93.
Anybody see that guy that just walked past me over here? See?
Well, I glance over. I glance over 93 southbound lane, and I'm like, "Oh, are you beside the black van?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I waved, and she's like, "I go, babe. When I'm on the highway, I can see, you know."
Women only pay attention when driving when they notice the garage sale signs.
No shit, right?
They can see sale $5 only. They can see that a mile away.
That's like, have you seen the thing that says "My husband"? Where's the ketchup? I can't find it, and it's like right there in the refrigerator door. And it says also "My husband." And it has like a picture of like woods or whatever with the buildings like way out, and it's like you see a sniper on the third floor window to the left. You know?
See now the signs that Dish notices are, South Kakalaki, 15 miles. Yeah, I can't wait to get there.
If I saw that, I'd head for the nearest tree. In the pain.
They should be like, I'm going to see Mikey, but I got to stop in North Kakalaki first.
Yeah, I know, right? Give me the chills.
I bet your vehicle wouldn't even, like, if you point it south, it would keep
wouldn't go.
It's like, no, east-west is okay, but not
her vehicle turned into that movie Cars where they all talk.
Yeah.
Fuck no, I ain't fucking going there. Fuck you, you're on your own.
Truck will turn into Christine.
Right. I've been wanting to say this for a while. Go ahead, Bud.
Say it.
Boyd, you trading bastard.
Hide your eyes.
Goes down from Maine to fucking one of the Karolakis. Jackass. I should probably stop saying this. One of these days, fucking Ed, working class Wilson's going to be watching this, and I'm going to be like, make him run to the Karolakis. He's got a place down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. North, I believe.
I do too, Gear. Except for every time I want something, they want a shit ton of money.
Shit ton of money for it.
Fuck. Or I get you should have been here 5 minutes ago. I just sold the 12 gauge for $50.
Right.
It's like, God damn.
Or I just had a fucking beautiful old time fucking table saw like the old timers used to make, which just had the motor and the fucking belt that you can't find really to buy one, right?
Yeah.
You did my last comment, not show. No, your last comment was, I've been wanting to say this for a while. Well, for me anyways, that's all I'm reading.
That's all I see.
There's 2 gear comments in there after that, especially when women are selling their husband or soon to be ex-husband stuff. No shit, right? Holy shit. And you can get it for nil because I just wanted the fuck out of here. Fuck that asshole. He sucked a dick. Well, I don't care if he sucked a dick, but now I'm getting this shit for free.
Motor and all his fishing gear for $20.
Exactly.
Sorry for your luck, pal.
All right, Boyd, say it again. Maybe it was bad enough that YouTube wouldn't let you say it again.
Not now. He did the big build-up though, so
I know. So you better come out with it.
Usually, you have Dish laying up,
Or text me. Oh, I never gave him my number. Email me. I'll email you my phone number, and I'll tell him what you want to say.
Right on, Gear.
$52. Yep, it's not coming out, so you must be saying something really bad.
Use the first 2 letters when you use the star button.
Right.
Yeah, if you're cussing, YouTube will censor you yourself since it doesn't need a moderator or whatever.
Yep.
Must be pretty bad because people say cunt and everything on here, and they type it. It doesn't usually screw that up. So.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad word or anything, but I'm just.
I noticed trolls can use the N-word all over the fucking.
I know they come to my.
Down.
Remember they came to my chat, and that's all they were
Why
fucking
ain't they
doing?
blocking that?
Because it's a political thing, right? If you say too many, you know what I mean? It's naughty language. Hey, Git, do you believe?
Right there's proof. Dish just said the C word. Mike didn't throw a fit like he does when other people say it.
Because she can say it because she's a female.
Oh, I see. Like she owns the damn thing or something.
You know what else she is?
Or does she? It's a new
You know what
world.
else she is, Mike? Dish herself is a country music fan.
Country music fan. Jay, what?
I seen a shirt that said it says I and it said heart and it had Hillary Clinton and then a tree and it said music. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like,
saw that.
I love Hillary Tree music. I'm like, what the fuck? And it took me like 10 minutes. And I was like, oh shit, I love country music.
I love bitch tree.
Yeah. I still got that magnet on my safe at home. It says Trump that bitch. And it's got the Hillary and Trump on it. I used to love it because I had it on the back of my car and you go up to a stoplight and just stop and then look in the rearview mirror and see the people's reaction to it when they pulled up behind you. Oh, it was great. Because I live in like a very liberal area. So it was just like all these people were just like you could just see the fucking disgust on their face as soon as they read it, you know?
Jay, what's up, kid? Good to see you commenting in the middle of the fucking chat. Good to see you. No, it did not come through, Boyd. Oh, never mind. CB over
Oh,
here.
J-Watt. I thought you said J-Wolf. I'm like,
My
what
bad.
the fuck did I miss?
Boyd, just fucking email me. I'll tell him what you said.
Or say it differently.
Do it with spaces, right? You know, in other words, if it's you put the, type the F, hit the space bar like fucking 3 times, then hit another letter, hit the space bar 3 more times, hit another letter.
Well, he actually didn't type anything. He's just fucking with us, is what he's doing.
He could be doing that too. I might get banned from commenting now on videos for the next 24 hours. He's already got a fucking warning then. Then he's fucking said something stupid. He said something stupid. He's already got the fucking email from him. That's fucking quick. What the fuck did you and K-Bar and fucking
Once
Fuzz?
you do something wrong where they get their eyeballs on you,
Wow, they want you guys up
they
the
will
yin yang.
watch you constantly. It's like, I'll tell you what, you go on YouTube right now and punch in Scottish American or the Crazy Scotsman, you won't find his channel. It's harder than fuck to find his channel.
Damn.
You know, Facebook always gives me like a 90-day ban where I'm not allowed to go live or do this or do that or comment. And then I get down to like 2 days and it's like, oh man, 2 days I'll be back out. I'll be out of Facebook jail. And then I'll get another one. Boom. 90-day suspension because you did this 4 fucking years ago. You know, it's like,
Oh
what?
my word.
I don't think I've ever been on Facebook jail. And I've seen some pretty bad things.
I've posted a lot of weird, fucked up stuff and never got zapped.
I think.
Of course, I just said that out loud.
If you add it up, I've probably done close to a year and a half of time in the Facebook jail.
You're not on probation yet.
I'm on probation right now. You know what? Let's see if I'm on anything. Let's see.
What's it do? Tell you when you log in or when you bring it up?
Sorry, by the way.
Yeah, when you bring up your homepage, it will be like only you can see this or whatever, and it tells you.
It just brings me back to that date, so that's why I get pissy. My bad.
But most of the stuff I post, controversial or not, is off of YouTube. So if it's going to be blocked anywhere, it'll be blocked on YouTube.
Yeah.
Tadot's stepdad bought me a Facebook jail repeat offender shirt. I love wearing it. She loves wearing it to PTA meetings.
No, you gunpowder stirring up shit? No way.
Can I
Making people
suggest that?
uncomfortable? I won't believe it.
Can I suggest that link was mayonnaise?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if any of you guys seen this. I posted this back on May 21st. But 60,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate went missing from a railway shipment.
Yeah, you said this on my chat.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
It just boggles my mind that nobody's fucking talking about this shit. Because Timothy McVeigh used like what, 5,000 pounds?
5,000 pounds to blow up Oklahoma.
And we're missing 60,000 pounds of this shit.
Nobody's worried about it. But I am quite sure that the fucking FBI or somebody is fucking looking into that. I mean,
I sure the fucking hope so.
I mean, let's. They're not going to tell you the FBI is hot on their tail because then what happens, right? Right. They're going to tell you that the FBI or whoever's looking into it, and then what's going to happen is it's going to get back to them, and they're going to go underground or whatever. So they don't want them; they want to catch them.
No, it's probably our government, just like they did with those bunch of guns. Probably send it to the cartel. You know,
Wicked hot, kid.
Wicked hard.
Wicked hot, kid. I'm telling you, kid. Fuck, I'm out of soda. God damn it. I'm gonna have to drink coffee.
Oh, I'm sure McVeigh was a patsy, just like most of them are.
Well, same thing with what do you call it? I still think, and there was talks of it when it happened.
Lee Harvey?
Nope. That during the marathon bombing.
Who?
That in the marathon bombing in Boston.
Oh,
Patriots Day.
There's a quote unquote unconfirmed report that the Boston bomb squad found a black backpack, but not, it didn't detonate.
So there's a possibility of 3 bombs. Here's another story.
The problem is that they don't have
them. Before the bombs went off, they found the backpack?
They don't, right, because they only see both brothers with a backpack. One has one has the other. But it's been long, quote unquote, rumored that there was somebody else involved with it. That those 2 young kids at the time, right? Well, they weren't young kids.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The youngest ones, college roommates and buddies or whatever, they tried to cover for his ass. They all got in trouble too.
Yeah, they did. And I'm trying to figure out, because they did say it was because of this, blah, 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 and all that. But I'm trying to figure out if it was somebody older or just one of their friends that were.
Back in April, there was 160,000 rounds of ammunition stolen from the Columbus Police Department.
I'm sorry for laughing.
I mean, it was stolen from a warehouse. It wasn't stolen from the police department. It was stolen from the warehouse and the distribution before it got to the police department.
I'll give
160,000 rounds of ammunition meant for Columbus police stolen in heist. Pallets containing Winchester 5.56 ammo, along with a delivery truck, were stolen. Yeah, they stole a fucking entire truck, okay? It's not like they... So, along with the delivery truck, were stolen on April 1st. Oh, fucking...
Boy.
That's a hell of an April Fool's joke, isn't it? From the West Belt neighborhood of Columbus. West Belt is like an industrial complex area over on the west side of Columbus.
I forget how many pounds it was, but when I first moved up here to my town where I am now, they were just getting over the fact that I'm going to argue, and it's 20 pounds of weed before they made. Of course, this is 20 years ago, so it wasn't legal, right? 20 pounds of marijuana. Walked away from the Dracut Police Department, and nobody got fired.
Crazy, isn't it?
But the funny thing is that the this is the best part. The best part. The arrest of a kid on an unrelated charge was filmed. Okay, so they got the cruiser bringing them into the station, right? They come through the side door, right? They got the cruiser pulling up, the cruiser taking the prisoner out of the back seat. They got the cruiser doing everything, the cop doing everything, blah, 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 by the book, right? Okay. I forget what time of the day that was. Let's argue and say it was noontime. Okay. 1 o'clock, all of a sudden the fucking tapes don't work no more. The video.
Deja Epstein in the prison. Just saying.
Right.
Oh man, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Fuzz Fork said not long ago someone stole a bunch of newly minted dimes, $1 million worth. Could you imagine how heavy that would be?
And dimes? Damn.
Yeah. Thinking they're getting silver. Ha ha.
No, boy, they had it in the police department. The cops stole it. And not one fucking cop lost his job. Not one fucking cop got suspended.
No, I think what he's saying is they used it to go plant at a
Oh, yeah,
bus,
probably.
and then they stole it from there. The perps got away.
Just fucking amazing. Amazing. The coincidence of that happening and the video fucking going blank. It's just totally shocking to me.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Totally shocking. A little fucking stupid town like this, and they fucking. It's amazing. We had a cop in town and loved him. He was good. He was Buddy Hubby, and he was a good guy. But he got into the I need more money bullshit, and so he had this friend of a friend that wanted to park a tractor trailer in his, because he had a big huge yard, you know. He wanted to park a tractor trailer in this kid's yard, and so they let him. Well, he's leaving one night, and the Massachusetts State Troopers pulled him over, searched the trailer, and apparently there was something like 200 fucking stolen TVs in it and all that bullshit. So they didn't, they arrest him, the driver, but they didn't tell Wilmington right away. And then they told, they called and told the chief, because the chief's the only one that's not, he's not the only one not in the union, And they said, I think we have a problem, blah, 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 blah. And so they did a little investigation. Apparently the cop knew all about it all the time.
Wow.
So they didn't arrest him. They let him resign. But when he resigned, he didn't serve any time, but he paid a fucking fine and a half. All right, what am I missing with all the links?
Now he's sharing my video.
Oh.
Aww.
When I was young, much younger.
When I was young.
Yep.
There, Jay Watt. Now you can't delete it.
Why? What did you do?
I copied and pasted his link before he.
Oh.
That's proof that Jay Watt was here, because when you delete all your links like that on the replay, it looks like Jay Watt was never there. You won't even see his name. So here we are commenting to Jay Watt, and everybody's going, "What the fuck?"
Jay Watt has that attitude, never leave a trace.
Yuck.
Gear.
You have to work in the morning, boy?
That sucks, bro. AOL.com. Holy shit, how old is that?
They're still going on.
I know, but
AOL still works.
Yeah.
Does it still have "You've Got Mail"?
oh, that's a little better than a million. $100K worth of dimes stolen from a truck in Philadelphia. Wow. Why they're all over the parking lot. That's funny.
Weekend is Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, fuck that.
That's how I used to work, man. When I worked in the jails and stuff. We did shift bids, and
yes,
I would look because my wife always wanted me off for Christmas Eve and Christmas, so I would look and see, Christmas Eve is on a Thursday, Christmas is on a Friday, so I would pick Thursday, Fridays as my days off if I had the seniority to do that. And people were getting pissed, like, man, Trent's off every freaking Christmas. I was like, that's because I scheduled that way. You know what I mean? Those are my normal days off.
Yeah. We used to have a guy. He never liked seniority, and I really
Yeah,
didn't
that's
like.
even worse, gear.
I didn't like him. He didn't like me. Some folks get a weekend day off, but there's 2 days off. I didn't like him. He didn't like me. No. And neither one of us made any bone. You know what I mean? Everybody knew I didn't like him. Well, he put in for a vacation, and I went, "Oh, doesn't that suck to be him? He ain't going on that vacation because it was Labor Day weekend, and I always took the last week of Labor Day. Plus, my 5th day would be the day after Labor Day because you don't count the holiday because you're already getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So
gunpowder.
He used to get mad. Everybody got mad, but this kid apparently he wanted it off because it was something. It wasn't his wedding day, but it's something to do with the wedding or whatever. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, nope, fuck you. So I took the fucking week. He went to the owner. He went to everybody. Get Mike to change it. Get Mike to change it.
It's the little things in life.
And I said to him, "You want to change it? Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And I'm talking more than $5,000. So if you got more than $5,000, no problem. You can't do that.
Always our boy. Management always sucks.
Yeah. Especially middle management. Middle management's the worst.
You see that, Mikey?
What? I saw you held something up. What did it say?
Don't be afraid to cut people off.
Right.
A quote from Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt. Another one got
She
away
cut
with
her husband's dick off.
I remember.
And
That was
then threw it in a fucking empty lot down the street.
Late 80s, early 90s or something, right?
All Dish sees is a big dick skidding across the parking lot.
Right.
I think that was in the 90s. It had to be.
Yeah, it was one of them, 80s and 90s. Yeah, boy, they get fucked. I want you to be a manager for us because you're this and you're that and you're this and you're that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all
the paperwork plus regular work.
And you
plus
become
overtime.
Right, you become a fucking human fucking dartboard for salary. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Now, I don't know what you do for work. I don't know how your work is set up. And I don't know if, if your management salary or not. But some people, like my old company, for those that were salary, they got quarterly bonuses for their quote-unquote overtime. Until I found out how much one of the bonuses were. I'm like, there's no fucking way in hell he worked that many hours. And I told him we got a big argument. I'm like, there's no fucking way you fucking got 10 grand worth of fucking overtime in a month.
Yeah.
You know how I know that? Because I work the most overtime in here out of the workers, and you are not with me when I do it. And he doesn't have one of these work from home type job bullshit things, None of that bullshit. He was in the shop every day just like us. And I'm like, it's pretty hard for you to have that much overtime if I'm the guy opening the building at 5 and closing the building at 5. You know what I mean? It's like, there's something wrong with that.
Woohoo! I actually got to turn off my air conditioner.
Turn it off. Holy shit. Ours isn't even on.
I had to plug it in, man. It's hotter than fucking here.
Oh, dude, it was like fucking 93 degrees today.
It wasn't here. It was fucking. It was like 50 or 49 was the high with rain.
Good deal, our boy.
Right now it's cloudy and 49.
Damn.
It was 92 yesterday.
Well, it's 72 right now where I'm at.
And we're not supposed to. I think the highest temperature next week is 71. But it's supposed to drizzle all half the week, which is a good thing because we need the rain.
Shit, it's still 80 degrees here.
I wish.
Oh, nope, 65. It just updated.
What's that one? What's that one, Dish?
This gotta go is what it's gotta go. It said VR to Mike DeLucia, and it's me and somebody else standing by each other, so it's gotta go. I don't know where he found that at. I thought I got rid of all that stuff.
Honey, I have a newsflash for you.
What?
There's plenty of my videos that I just found out about because of my other channel.
Oh yeah.
Remember, I had the Mike DeLucia channel.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know the password to that, so here's what I did. I typed in Mike DeLucia.
Yeah.
And I went and I saw a whole bunch of shit. That's on. You type in my name on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can see old, not just the chat. You'll see old videos of you and her.
Great.
Sorry, honey.
It's
I
out
can't.
there.
I can't get into erasing for you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You go in and flag your own channel and get it taken.
I can't. And here's the funny part. They won't. I can't get in with changing my password either. That's the funny part.
Well, you must be using the wrong email then.
No, it's Gmail. It's my Gmail. YouTube only you can only use Gmail for email, right?
Yeah, but how many Gmails do you got? You might have more
One.
than Gmail.
mdelucia67@gmail.com. It's been the
There
same.
you go, folks. Send all your complaints.
I have no problem with people emailing me. Go right ahead. What are they? I mean,
Jay Watt says I know the password.
I bet you do. No, I was gonna put. Well, I suppose I can use Dish 1973, but 72, 73, 72, 72, 72, 73. Which one?
72.
I knew it was one of them. And that could be my 8-character password.
There you go.
Is Ohio
There's
stuck?
some working class woodsman videos with Big Mikey D on it shooting a shotgun.
Oh, that's in the sand. That's in the pit. That's in the pit. That
7 years ago.
105 degree fucking day. Sweating my ball bag off. Couldn't even see the sweat was pouring in my eyeball. Yeah, we were at the range up in New Hampshire. We shared a gun range with 4-wheelers.
Yeah.
One of those, I think, one of those videos shows us waiting for the 4-wheeler to go by.
Oh, here's an unboxing from Mike DeLucia on the Ohio Wolverine channel.
Really? That must be a more of black I might have sent for
I don't know. 8 years ago. Let's see what you sent me 8 years ago.
The more black was earlier than 8 years ago. Wasn't it, Tish?
I bet you wasn't football tickets.
Wow.
Yep, it was the Mora Black, Mora Bushcraft Survival Black.
Wow, that was 2015. Wow.
Good old Mora.
Hey, dude, that knife is a fucking champ, dude.
It's a great
I use
knife.
it constantly. It stays in my pack, and it goes with every camping trip I've ever been on. We use it for everything.
I love that knife.
I beat the hell out of it.
Good. You're supposed to. They can take it. Remember when Dish will remember this one. Tom did a thing on Mora Companion, did a video on a Mora Companion, and he was beating the fucking shit out. He was fucking batoning with it. He beat the remember this?
Yeah.
He beat the fucking shit out of this fucking knife so fucking bad. People in the comments were breaking his balls. Hey, that's not a, it's a Mora. He goes, I know what a Mora is. He replied, and I think he said something to the
Because they're
effect of,
not full tang.
Right.
but he still did it, and he beat the shit out of it, and he wanted people to see that, a $15 knife can fucking keep you alive with no problem whatsoever.
Pardon me a minute.
Let me guess, that must be the potted meat one.
No, Gears eating mayo.
I had a memory come up on my Facebook today.
Oh God.
From 2015. And
Was I in it?
It was a old friend of ours named MC Digger.
Oh, Tom was a good guy.
He tagged me in a post of a picture of me puking on a live stream.
When did you puke on a live stream?
When I raised the money for, I forget what it was for. We raised
you
money for
drank.
something.
Yeah, but
I
you
drank
drank
the
something
moonshine with the mayonnaise in it.
with the mayonnaise in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for Dish.
Was it for Dish? It wasn't for Dish, was
No.
it?
I'm
No,
being
I was
an
gonna say.
asshole.
I know we were raising money for something, and they were like, everyone said if I would do it, they would donate to this cause or whatever. And I got to like $300 some, and I'm like, fuck, I got to do it now. Like, people are donating $300 to this cause, so.
No, I wouldn't do anything that would have killed me. But yeah, no, NC Digger, great guy. Fud's book says he remembers the pot of meat. Oh my good God. Whew. Oh, you know what I got? You know what I've been eating lately? I don't know why I had a
Pregnancy?
Yeah. What do you call those? When you have an urge to eat something?
Yeah.
Craving.
Craving.
A hanker for a hunk of cheese. No, I had a craving for
cheese.
I had a craving for sardines. So I've been buying sardines and Louisiana hot sauce. And I'm like, this sauce ain't very fucking hot. How's this Louisiana hot sauce? You ready? Mike, what? Take the juice that's in the fucking can and pour it on the fucking thing. Well, let me tell you what happened. I took the fucking sardine. I'm eating the sardines right out of the can, right?
Yeah.
And I did wind up making the sandwich, but and I'm like, wow, these aren't hot at all. My wife's like, it says they're hot. I goes, they ain't. Well, the next day, she says, oh, you eating them again? I'm like, yep. She goes, there's got to be, you must be doing something wrong. So I made the sandwich, and it was still like two or three in the fucking can. And she goes, hey, nitwit. I go, what? She goes, why don't you pour some of that juice that's in the bottom of the can on there? I'm like, yeah, good idea. Let me tell you something. That was fucking hot.
There it is.
I was like, ooh. And I had, did I tell you last week I had sushi with Camera Girl? And I didn't make my own wasabi.
Uh-oh, wasabi.
So I used what they came in, the little packet they give you. Right? They put a little bit in the thing. And I'm like, honey, this ain't enough wasabi for us. She goes, yeah, maybe we'll, Dad. She says, I don't want any on this one. I was like, okay. And they didn't have any tuna, so I had to have salmon. And it was around, it was on a tin of rice, but I really just I like the tuna straight by itself, wasabi. But anywho, I put it with wasabi, and I use enough like I did with my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law used to make it, right? Nice big chunk of wasabi.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Hey, P NASCARs, what's up,
AP
buddy?
NASCARs.
That's what's going on, kid. Oh, Stevie, I thought I was gonna die.
Little sinus clearing action going on.
Signs clearing, tears coming down my eyes. My wife's like, Michael, what's the matter, honey? And of course, I'm not stupid enough to I'm so stupid. I should have used it, right? No, I didn't. Babe, I ate a chunk of wasabi. She goes, just because you bought it at a store, not at a restaurant, doesn't mean it's not wasabi. That shit's hot. I go, you think? I go, Rob's ain't that hot. She says, because he doesn't make it hot because kids eat it. I'm like, oh, I thought wasabi always came like that. They're like, no, wasabi's fucking hot.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm like, I didn't know. How much did you use? I go, about this much because we have a retard. Babe, just give me a piece of bread, please. Just give me a piece of bread.
So you hate that when you're dying or something, and here they are picking on you. Like
yeah.
You don't feel bad enough as it is.
And that's how she is, though, right? I mean,
Have a wonderful night, our Boyd, and be safe at work tomorrow, man. Thanks for coming.
Boyd, take it easy, kid.
Thanks for staying up late with us.
Good to see you. Boyd's a good guy. I like Boyd. And he doesn't get mad when I pick on him for moving from Maine down to one of the Karilakis. Becoming a Southerner.
Not according to the Southerners. You ain't no Southerner. Nope. Takes a long time to get in that tribe.
I don't think I'd ever be able to lose my northernness, right?
Then you would never fit in down south.
Oh. Maybe it would, because I'd eat squirrel and be like, oh my God, a guy from Boston eating a fucking squirrel. And they'd be like, shit, son, that ain't fucking barbecue. Let me show you the right way to do a barbecue, son.
Yep.
All right, show me, because I don't call it barbecue. I call it putting steak on a grill. But go right ahead, knock yourself out. You can call it anything you want.
Boy, that sounded good when you said that. Steak on a grill.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing better than steak on a grill. And you know what's even better? Actually, there is something better than steak on a grill. Steak on a grill that's with you're burning wood under it, not fucking charcoal and not fucking gas.
I just bought a new grill, took it up north.
Yep.
And it came with a little thing that slides in there. You open it up and put wood chips in it.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of neat.
Like a smoker. For a smoker or just, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, Gerald B.
And the thing is, it's not an El Cheapo. It's a cheap grill, I thought. It was on clearance. I got a good deal on it. But the little
made well
wood thing is like stainless steel and real heavy. And
what brand is it, you know?
It's that cheap of a grill. I can't even remember the name.
Good night, Gunpowder.
Night Gunpowder.
Good night, Gun. I will see you maybe next Saturday.
Ever since I canned some possum with the fur still on it, not one Southern boy would stay for supper.
Yep, nothing like filtering the fur between your teeth.
Hey, speaking of fur in a bottle and a jar or whatever, when you guys were in biology,
I touched her when she was drunk.
When you guys were in biology, you dissected a fish. Did anybody else dissect a regular fish?
Didn't do a fish.
We dissected a worm, a frog, and a perch.
Okay. Were they in formaldehyde?
Yes.
Okay, why wasn't the ones that we had in formaldehyde?
Because you got fresh caught fish right there from the damn.
Yeah, your cheap ass teacher probably went out and caught them over the weekend.
Oh, all right, because that's I swear to God, my daughter's like, Daddy, it's in that orange liquid. I go, orange liquid. I go, formaldehyde. She goes, yeah, that. And I'm like, because she had to dissect the frog and all that. And
we had to do a frog and we did a baby pig.
I said, you didn't do a fish? She goes, no, Daddy, I didn't do a fish. I said, I did a fish. So I said, but my fish wasn't in anything. And my wife's looking at me going, what? I was, babe, Mr. Gilligan? She goes, yeah. I go, we had, and it wasn't biology, it was science back then when I was a kid, right? I said, he brought in, I think it was 4 fish, all different types of fish too. None two are the same. And we were in groups, and we did our thing, and she goes, "No way." She was usually coming from formaldehyde. I'm like, I'm telling you right the fuck now, it didn't come in Falmouth. She didn't believe me so much that I had to contact one of the kids in my school, one of the kids in my Facebook, and ask him. He's like, yeah, no, that wasn't formaldehyde. But I thought it was all like that. I didn't know it was. I just thought they were all like that.
Right.
That was usually that shit in formaldehyde don't look like the real thing in the wild at all.
Right.
No.
Like a pure white fish.
Yeah.
It's all like.
I used to have I had a shark that was in a jar of formaldehyde, and it was like the bottom of the jar was like cork. They made it like cork, and they put some rope around the top of it and glued it on there. Made it like something you buy at the fucking
gift
at
shop,
the beach, at a shop or whatever, souvenir shop or whatever. And it was a little shark about that big. Its tail was curled up. I thought that was the coolest thing when I was a kid. When I got older, I was like, man, that's fucking disgusting just sitting there. I've had that thing for like 20 years on my desk.
Yeah, but you could have rolled your joints and dipped it in there and make some clickums.
But he had one bad fucking like foggy ass eye that was on the side that was kind of bulged out. He would like be looking at you.
That shark's giving me the stink eye.
Stink eye. The stink eye from the baby shark.
We used to go to this fish hatchery. We take the kids now, but the same one. There's a fish hatchery up in New Hampshire we go to. Anyways, when I was a kid, there used to be like an old, it was probably a little bit taller than a trapper's cabin, right? But it had, name an animal and name a small animal, obviously. Name a small animal, and it was in a jar of formaldehyde. He had raccoon, he had rabbit, he had them all lined up in the whole fight. You know what it was? It was like being in Friday the 13th or something like that. You felt like you were in a fucking horror movie.
Yeah. You know who else did that? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Really?
In a jar.
Now, how do you do that? Because you can't just buy formaldehyde, can you?
Sure.
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Drug dealers buy that shit all the time.
Hey, Steve, are you going to call this soon, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting pooped, and it's damn.
Come on, I've only been here like an hour.
Yeah, I know. Late comer.
Well, hey,
He said.
Sorry, I was with the family tonight.
Yeah, me too. They were all asleep in the hotel room. They got pissed at me for being on a chat, so I came out to my car.
That's why I like coming downstairs. It's easier. But you can't. So
NASCAR says it looks like the sun's coming up out of Ohio's window there.
It does, doesn't it?
I saw that too.
That's actually a decorative. It's a decorative light, like on the side of the building.
Right on.
I'm not a gynecologist, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn tonight.
Express.
What does that mean? I missed the joke.
It's an old commercial.
Old commercial where they're like, I'm not a doctor, or I'm not a this, or I'm not a lawyer, but I did, So if you stay at a Holiday Inn Express, it means you're smart or something,
Oh, you know what I do miss? I miss Hojo's.
Howard Johnson's?
Yeah, I miss them. We had a good one up here, and I loved it.
We used to have Howard Johnson restaurants too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, there's Howard Johnson hotels also.
Well, I know that, but we used to have the Howard Johnson's restaurant. That's a lot of them were connected to the hotel, but we had one that wasn't. And oh my God, I love their food.
Did you guys ever have a Roy Rogers?
No, not that I remember. We used to have Jack in the Box.
Had a roast beef chain, like Arby's or whatever. Man, it was so much better than Arby's.
We used to have Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I had Jack in the Box when I went out west.
Sonic.
We have Sonic.
We had a Sonic. It just opened and then it turned right around and closed.
Yeah, mine too. They put it in the town I grew up
Freaking
in.
world record.
You know.
We're 2 hours and 40 minutes into a chat before we started talking food.
There you go.
Now, technically, we were talking sardines a while ago.
Oh, okay.
I love sardines. I'm gonna get some.
Rack's roast beef. God
I
damn it.
remember that.
No, not this way. Not in the east.
Road trip, guys. Road trip. There's still 3 Rack's roast beefs in Ohio.
Wow.
Oh, really?
There's one in like Ironton, which is down on by the river, and then there's one in Circleville. Mikey's familiar with Circleville. It's just north of Chillicothe, and then there's one in Lancaster. So you guys make a little road trip down. We'll go to Rack's, get a Philly sub.
Now you're
If
talking.
I go to Rack's, I'm gonna have to stop in and see my cousin. He'll absolutely kick my ass if I don't.
Yeah.
My niece. I saw my niece today.
I
What about
wasn't
my
talking
brothers?
to you, Mike, anyway. I was talking to the 2 that actually might drive to Ohio.
Josh, what was that word you used earlier? What was it again? I forget what you said. Do you remember what you said, honey?
Yes, I remember what I said.
What was that word?
Are you trying to say that I'm a country music fan?
Just not the music fan part.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Leave the tree in the woods where it belongs.
Yeah.
No, I forgot what I was saying, you jackass.
About seeing your cousin.
Oh, my kid brother, we had our last fire they're moving, so we had a little fire at his house tonight. Anyways, I saw and then this afternoon was my niece's wedding shower. So my niece from Anchorage, Alaska, was here, and I got to see her.
Oh,
and
cool.
And she's leaving tomorrow. She's been here for a week, and she's leaving tomorrow. And I said, honey, she says, what? I says, will you take your uncle with you? She says, won't Auntie Gina and the kids miss you? I says, Auntie Gina and what kids?
All you had to do is go buy a big suitcase, cram your ass in it, and have her put you in luggage.
I said, honey, and she says, no, Uncle Mike. She's Uncle Mike, you're not going to like Anchorage. I said, baby, I'm not going to live in Anchorage. She says, where are you going to live? I said, I don't know, probably outside of Wasilla somewhere, or Willow, or whatever. She goes, Uncle Mike, don't you like to take a shower? I go, of course I do. I says, you just got to you get your own water. I says, I'm not going to not have running water or running a toilet. I said, I'm going to have all the amenities. And she's like, oh, you just don't like people? Why can't I just find a town with 200 people in it and call it a day?
Ding, 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 ding. That's funny you bring up that word, and Gear says you all miss her. Just saying.
Yeah.
Wasn't even in the subject matter.
I do. I miss my niece. I miss her terribly.
No, not that.
I know what you meant, Steve. I was just trying to be a wise ass.
Okay. I was trying to make sure your feelers didn't get hurt.
Oh no, my feelers ain't getting hurt. My
So in other words, Gear must think the same thing, technically.
Well, because Gear's her only viewer when she does a chat.
Oh no.
And Uncle Cal.
And Uncle Cal.
By the way, hi Uncle Cal.
Fuzz, then we should be building one there.
Uh-oh, NASCAR's dog doesn't listen anymore.
Well, don't beat him too bad. He might be getting deaf.
Oh, shit. The other thing it's not that he doesn't listen. He just doesn't want to do what you want him to do. Neighbor guy got him a girlfriend. He's planning on going to the Bahamas on a cruise ship. Told him to get insurance on her in case she falls overboard.
Oh, yeah.
Wink, wink.
Hey, listen, weirder things have happened. Look at Scott, what's his name out there in San Francisco? His wife fell overboard.
Scott Peterson.
Scott Peterson, but unfortunately, his wife. Unfortunately, she rose to the surface.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard from Uncle Kyle lately?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we got him on.
Yeah, he did
this.
a video on a Nerf gun the other day.
Yeah, things are getting better.
Yeah, he's moving and everything,
and that who was that other woman that fell off the boat and drowned? Famous actress and famous husband.
Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood.
See?
Do you know why? Natalie Wood never took a shower? Because she'd rather wash up on the beach.
I thought that's what they said about the lady that blew up in the spaceship.
Oh, what color were Chris McCloud's eyes?
Blue.
Blue. One blue this way, one blue that way.
Yeah.
That's just mean.
What does
How
NASA stand
many
for?
astronauts does the new Volkswagen Jetta seat?
Do what?
How many astronauts can the new Volkswagen Jetta seat? 11. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 7 in the ashtray.
Oh no!
How many,
Damn.
What is
food?
What does NASA stand for? Need another 7 astronauts?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I'm fucking terrible. Let's stop. Anyway,
I was
I'm
talking
going
about
right to hell.
No, since it's not your chat and it's Stevie's chat, I'm fucking hitting you with this one, man.
What?
I'm gonna piss you off before you go to bed. What's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus?
Oh, gee, what is wrong with you? I'm not
It
listening.
only takes one nail to hang a picture of Jesus up.
I'm not listening. I win. Ha ha. I win.
So I'm bringing you down with me, man. I'm going to
You ain't
save
bringing
you
me
a
anywhere.
seat.
Dude,
I want to save you a seat right next to me.
Listen to
I'm
me.
gonna be like,
I'm driving this
Yo,
fucking truck.
Lucifer, listen up. There's this dude coming in a few years. His name's Mike DeLucia. He's a fucking trip. Save a seat for him.
Hang on. Gear says, what's blonde, brunette, blonde, brunette, blonde, brunette? All right, Gear, out with it.
naked woman doing cartwheels.
I don't know, something in a washing machine or something, or a blender.
Utah schools are not allowing Bibles in their library.
Wonderful, Fuzz Fork, but they'll allow pornographic material, semi-pornographic material.
Or they'll allow, how to become fucking gay.
I'm so glad these parents are starting to call out the schools on this bullshit.
Gear, you gonna give us a fucking answer, bro? Or you gonna leave us hanging here, kid?
I think we're gonna get left hanging. Battery's having second thoughts.
Okay. Apparently he doesn't want to fucking give in to the fucking. Wait, what was I saying? You're so fucking rotten, Gear. In a good way, Gear.
I got to answer in the private chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is wrong.
Blonde brunette, blonde brunette.
I think you did too.
God.
Fuzz Fork, I think you're right, bro.
Stevie.
I think you're right, bro.
Right? All right, folks, let's get out of here. It's getting quiet, and I'm getting hungry. I got the munchies now. I got me some Lay's chips.
Oh, that's the fucking what do you call it? The jingle there for the Africans. Aren't you hungry for Burger King? No.
What the fuck did you just say?
Jay Waters.
Just happy to match the trade.
Right on. Right on, Fuzz Fork. Everybody stay vigilant. Pick a fucking focus. I forgot how to end. Oh, there it is. All right. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming. Shitload of comments. Ciao.